Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Noosh and Doza. What do we got for you today, Noosh?
For me?
them?
For everyone? What are we doing, huh? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday! It's a fantastic Friday.
It sure is.
It's the end of a very stressful week. I'm glad to be closing the book on yet another chapter of this anthology, it seems like.
Sure, yes. And what are we playing today, Doza?
Oh, we're playing Pokémon Legends Arceus for the Nintendo Switch. If you didn't know.
I do quite enjoying mixing it back to you to say, because typically it's me that has to announce the game.
Yeah.
Because like you asked me, so I'm glad you we're all over the place with that intro.
You know what's really interesting I just noticed right now?
What, that little plushie?
This little statue thingy, well, I thought it was a plushie, but this little statue thingy, it's like a mix of Jigglypuff and Clefairy, two Pokemon I have not seen, and one of them I know for sure isn't in this game, so
it might be a new Pokemon. It's the cutest thing that I've seen so far.
Well, I mean, I've made some dolls. I don't even know what the dolls are for. I gotta read the inventory.
Welcome back, guys. Fry, Busybone, Anthony, Shadow, Sovereign. So good to see you guys. And we've missed you too, Busy. It's nice to see you. It's been a while.
What's up, Notification Squad? How y'all doing?
And happy birthday to one of your best friends, Sovereign. I hope they're having a wonderful day. Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Birthdays are fun. There's a lot of
birthday.
December birthdays in our community. So that's hype.
I wonder what that means.
And I'm sorry that you've been sad and frustrated, Busybone. You know, there's so many mixed feelings that can occur all the time, and I hope you're navigating. I know you've mentioned a few things that have happened in the past. Like, I hope you're doing your best to navigate all of those feelings and the events in your life. He's your Poke Buddy. That's cool. My Poke Buddy is Doza. I didn't even know. Like, is it Poke Buddy or is it like Poke Buddy? Well,
speaking of Poke Buddy, I want to go with Poke Buddy.
Okay.
Look, there's a recipe here for crafting sticky globs.
A sticky glob? A recipe for crafting sticky globs from scratch. Required materials: 1 spoiled apricorn, 1 ball of mud, and 1 castor fern leaf.
I just spent a bunch of money on cheaper stuff. No, it's not. So I gotta sell some things. I
guess we should make some sticky globs. Oh my gosh, some sticky glob like rice balls.
Oh yeah,
that would be delicious.
We need to make some of those.
We really do.
That sounds delicious.
You can't wait to make your winter themed glob. I can't wait to see it. Speaking of winter, the holidays, the festiveness of like the end of the year, all of the above, we did put out a little community post earlier tonight, basically sharing what's ahead for all of us in the Globiverse. I hope you guys check it out. We posted Discord. We posted it everywhere, right? Like when you're on social media and places, you post it everywhere. So I hope you guys got that. You can even see them in our stream overlay.
That's right. There they are.
Our very own glob deer, like kind of like reindeer, if you will.
Right? Rolls right off the tongue.
They're to help us spread some holiday cheer. So much planned for you guys. Excuse me. Dang.
So excited. You lost your voice.
I really
for a
did. Honestly, I've been really like excited to like push this out there to let you all know what's up, because as y'all know, like the holidays can be a very difficult time. It can also be a joyful time. And if you haven't read our latest blog post and monthly retrospective, we kind of dwell into like how we want to be intentional with the holidays. And a big part of that for me has always been like doing things for other people. I have a very like philanthropic background where I've helped and like done a lot of nonprofit work. And while I can't necessarily do that kind of things right now, like a good way of giving back is to just be there for the people that you love and care about. And that is you guys in this community for us. I mean, yes, spam, friends, all that stuff too. But you guys have been so amazing through everything this past year. The past few years have like, you know, all of the things, you know, through hiatuses, through personal things, through whatever, like you guys have been there and we want to give back in that way. So this is a great time to do so. And I'm just really excited. I'm really bad at keeping secrets sometimes when it comes to things like this. So like the fact that we've kept it under wraps and finally revealed it today is kind of a big deal because I talk a lot on stream.
Well, thank you for encapsulating all of that, Noosh. I'm also extremely excited.
There you go. I should just let him talk.
May I?
Yes, you may.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm also extremely excited. Making these little deer globs was an absolute blast, these glob deer. And
Fun fact, this whole thing has been a couple years in the making.
Yes, it has.
A little history, if you will. The first time we ever did holiday cards for Glob Point redemptions was in the year 2020. Mm-hmm. And that was during the pandemic. It was a way to spread some cheer during that time. And then last year for 2021, we actually had the idea of these glob deers and wanting to spread cheer with them in a way. It kind of goes along with some glob lore and more things that will happen in the future. And in that vein, I mean, last year, obviously, we had some personal, deaths in the family and other things that we were kind of dealing with. And we kind of canceled the
Pretty
holidays.
Much all of it?
Yeah, we just didn't really do much. We didn't stream for a while. So we didn't get to keep up with that tradition of the holiday cards. So we're excited to bring that back. We're excited to do even more to celebrate the holidays. And we're hoping that, this is going to be a smooth sailing month.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we can't tell the future, but, we'll see what happens here. Let's see. You guys beat Area 4 yesterday, right? Fry says, did you get the lore about Ingo? We sure did.
We sure did, yes.
Sleepy was here helping us out with Ingo lore, and also we were looking up some things. Pretty cool. I even remember stuff.
Black and White too. He was the train conductor or subway.
Yeah. So we've never played that though. So we got the down low on that.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I hope I catch this.
You pronounce it Poka, but
Nice.
some people pronounce it Pokey. Yeah. Okay. Poka Buddy. I like that.
Poke Buddy. Yeah, Poke
yeah.
Buddy seems good for me. Yeah, I like that. I want to go with that. How many shinies have we found?
Yeah.
2.
2.
Haven't seen any more than that.
We got really lucky early on though.
Yes.
So hopefully maybe the end of this game and playthrough will also have some luck, perhaps.
I would hope so, but I guess we'll see. Oh my god, this is not a good matchup.
And no worries, VZ Bone, you do you, and I hope you have a great weekend if you do have to head out.
Absolutely.
Shadow says the scarf one may stick out, but they are obvious. Now the 4th one, they're trying to be too happy.
Oh, of the different...
the globs. One
yeah.
of them are a skinwalker.
A skinwalker. My goodness.
Ooh, excuse me? So each one of those glob deers are they have a backstory. And there's so much more to share about them, and I can't wait. I think they're super cute, simplistic. They all, oh my gosh. It's kind of Santa's reindeer with Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and Rudolph.
I don't know how you remember all those.
I memorized it as a kid and it stuck with me for life.
It's most
And plus,
certainly
it's
did.
in that song.
I never learned the song.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? You
Nah.
never sang that song as a kid?
I would purposefully sing it wrong. And so here we
Well,
are.
it starts off with listing all of them.
Yeah. That was the
Okay.
moment that I started trying to screw things up. I was that kid. The joy to the world that Barney's dead. All that kind of stuff. I was way into that.
Okay.
Yeah. I was 5. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I guess so.
You gonna cancel 5-year-old?
And Shadow, it makes me really happy to know that you still have your Valentine's Day card and sticker, and it's on your desk in the original envelope. I keep all the cards I ever have gotten as well, and it's in a special place. In our whenever I feel down, I like to go read the messages people have left for me. It really helps. The same way we look at y'all's fan art and we save comments and messages and fan letters and things from y'all, because in our lowest points, it's really nice to be reminded that you are loved and that you do have value and that you can, spread your light, spread your joy, spread whatever. Keep going, trucking along.
That's right.
Yeah. What region is Ingo from?
Black and White too. So Jubilee. I'm pretty sure it's Jubilee. Yeah.
Okay.
Sinnoh, obviously, because they keep saying it in this game, right?
Yeah.
That's gotta be it.
So,
I didn't study.
Doom Guy, to clarify, we haven't officially put out the holiday card Glob Point redemption thing yet. You don't need to purchase anything with any money whatsoever. It utilizes the Glob Points loyalty system that you guys already get points from being here at stream. For example, if you put exclamation point points in the chat right now, you guys can check how many points you have, and they constantly accumulate based on things you do in the community, whether it's in like via Discord or here on YouTube, and watching the streams, chatting in stream, all of that. So it's going to be using those points the same way you redeem for like us staying hydrated, getting a motivation or sound alert, all of that stuff. It's going to be one of those type of redemptions. So no money involved at all.
Nope.
It's just a fun thing that we love doing, and we'll send that out because really, it's like it's an envelope, a stamp, and a card, and we like to write messages to y'all.
And plus, it's like super fun getting something physical.
Yeah. This is a one way for us to like give back to y'all. And hello, Neffy, how are you doing today?
Good evening. Oh god, this thing is gonna
I
see me.
started playing Persona 5R because it was on sale. That's a great reason to start and buy a game. Yeah.
Is like 5R like better than 5 in some ways?
Well, the only thing I knew from it was Joker, of course, but it's a heck of a dark trip of an RPG apparently.
Ah, and Unova, of course, right? Just like the stage in Smash. I completely forgot. How could I forget? That's where Ingo's from.
Shadow, sometimes with stickers, like, I get scared to use them too. Like, we finally, like, for a while, obviously, we've been making stickers for about 4 years now. We started putting them on, like, our water bottles and stuff, but sometimes we, like, don't use certain water bottles, like, that we've accumulated. We don't have that many, like 5, I guess, between the two of us. And there's another thing that I learned about recently. It's called, like, a sticker binder situation, and it's, like, this binder, like, small binder filled with, like, this type of paper where you can put stickers on and you can easily move them around, put them in different places, kind of like as a collection. And then you can always like put it somewhere else and then put it back kind of thing. Another way that we actually store some of our stickers is also like for memorabilia purposes. Like we have every single like sticker that we've ever made, as well as stickers that we've received and like bought of other creators and stuff too. And we put them in, you know how like Pokemon cards, when you collect them, they're like, or any type of card, they have those sleeves. We've noticed that stickers fit in those really well to protect them if you don't want to use them anywhere. And we always keep a copy in that. It's actually pretty cool. You may have seen a highlight of it possibly in our monthly videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, because organizing those and like putting things away properly, protected nicely, like that's obviously something I quite enjoy.
I'm glad you find joy in that.
I do. Organization is like my jam.
Your jam.
It really is. Our place like is only organized because of me. Strong words, I know. You've learned, you've gotten better, and you've improved over the years.
Yeah,
but
you've helped.
Yeah, like I still remember the first time I saw your place and your closet before we even lived together, and I was like, it's kind of funny. I actually asked Doza early on, meeting him like in our relationship, saying, like, is it okay if I help you organize this? And he was like, sure. I don't know. How did you feel about that, actually?
Oh, I was just glad somebody wanted to invest their time into me.
Aw. But yeah, like, I didn't want to come off too strong, but like, it was bugging me. Like, and I love a good organization project.
Oh, I know.
So, but you didn't know at that point. That was the first time you learned. So, I don't know. Maybe I came on a little too strong or whatever. I had a lot of like thoughts about like, is this gonna be like that?
I feel like when it comes to our relationship, there wasn't really ever a time you came on too strong.
Really?
And I'm thinking back that I'm not saying in general, like for anybody that I ever interact with, but I think with you specifically, there was nothing that you could do or say that was like gonna weird me out or like scare me away, like in all those romantic comedies.
Really? Like nothing?
No.
Not a single thing I told you?
No.
Wow.
Not a single thing. It's just like, oh, okay.
Even like for personal childhood traumatic experiences?
Even those.
Dang.
Especially those.
But like, I didn't want to come off, like, going back to the whole organization thing, like, I didn't want to come off as like controlling or anything. It was just, hey, like, how do you function like this? Because one of our first memories, too, was, like, Doza needed to go get his car registration renewed, and he had a bit of a frustrating moment that I was in the car with him. He couldn't find his documents and things and the stuff he needed, and I was like, hold on, let me help you out. Like, this is okay. It's gonna be fine. So I think from there, it was kind of like, it's okay. And, like, now we're in the long haul, and we use our strengths to
Yeah,
help
I
each
know
other
that. I know
and
that I've
amplify
had plenty of red flags for you, but all of your red flags were kind of like mellow yellow. They're kind of mellow yellows, honestly.
it. Really?
Yeah, I know that to anybody else, they'd probably be red flags,
But
but
we just kind of work.
it's just kind of whatever. Like not a massive deal in the grand scheme of things.
And hey, Box Boy, welcome back. Doza activities on point, he says.
Throughout my activities, how so?
I'm not sure exactly when that comment came in per like the conversation we're having or like whether it was something in game, but I'll take it. You know, Doom Guy, I've always like been an organized person. I was raised to be really organized. Like my parents were very strict about that, like in our household. Like I wasn't the kid that was allowed to like put up my own posters or things like that. Like my room had to be a certain way. Where I studied had to be a certain way. So like I think it kind of rubbed off on me. I've gotten a little bit relaxed on that because now being an adult and more independent and on my own, or with Doza too, as you know, my relationship, like I can do what I want and make my own choices. But organization, having a tidy kitchen, having a tidy workspace really, really like helps me. I don't like clutter.
I don't like clutter either. I like having a really clean space, especially when everything's nice and organized. But it doesn't mean that that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, life happens, right? Like you never know what's gonna take place in your day to day or week or month, and things do get out of hand. Even in our place right now, we have a kitchen that's not the cleanest. We have a bunch of dishes from yesterday and today. We went 2 days without cleaning, but we cook all the time, so that happens. But we do reset eventually, like week after week. And hey, Adi, welcome back.
How's
it's
it
so
going?
good to see you. How have you been?
Good evening.
What did you do for a first date? We actually have the full details of our first date on our Patreon as like a story time post that we did a couple years ago.
That's something we tend to do. We do story time posts every month.
Yep, about our personal experiences or things that are on our mind. Like they're pretty cool. I like them.
We get a little deep with them.
Yeah.
But for our first date, like generally, what was our first date?
Well, Doza texted me and asked me out, and he kind of planned the whole thing actually. He asked me out just to go get dinner, and then I was like, he didn't even ask, like, he already kind of had known what I liked food-wise or what my dietary restrictions were. Obviously, I didn't eat any meat and stuff. Like, I was mostly vegetarian kind of thing. So he picked an Asian place for us to go to, and then we ended up deciding to meet at the Asian place.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, like, we ate, and then after eating, we didn't want the night to end, so we ended up like sitting in his car, because even though we were both parked right next to each other, which is really funny, like we sat in his car and we watched a bunch of YouTube videos together in the parking lot. It was really funny. Like, it was kind of weird because we had talked about things over dinner that was like, oh, let me show you the things now kind of thing.
Yeah,
so,
it's like, finally.
Yeah.
My true passion, showing you YouTube videos.
So our first date involved watching YouTube videos, and now we're streaming on YouTube and putting out our own videos. It's kind of crazy.
Isn't that interesting?
But yeah, eventually we were doing that, and we were like, okay, like this parking lot's getting a little weird. Maybe we should go somewhere else or call it a night. We decided to go get frozen yogurt for dessert. So we went to a froyo place, and which was like a couple streets away from the restaurant that we went to. And then we ate froyo sitting outside the place talking. And then that was kind of it for that night. We said our goodbyes and we both drove separately back to our own home, our places. And yeah, pretty good first date.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Did you go on a second one?
I did. And I will again.
I did not know that Ingo had a twin brother. If someone mentioned that, I definitely didn't remember.
Boxway said he had said that comment about activities when I said Doza had no idea how to organize. It's true. At this point, I've tried like saying like, why don't you like try different things for you? But I have so much fun with it. At this point, it's really just me. I will let him organize his electronics and wires and stuff, though. He has a few boxes of wires, and he's gotten a lot better about organizing it, because it used to be if he needed a specific wire or something for, recording purposes or whatever, he'd have to go through, like, multiple different places to find it, but now he has a system for himself.
Yeah, I had, like, 4 or 5 different places where I kept things, and there was just so much wasted downtime, just sorting through it all and trying to remember where things are, and I already have trouble remembering things as it is, and especially when you're like needing something, and even more when you're trying to like entertain, and you're looking for a specific wire to like set up something a specific way on a whim, last second, it gets pretty stressful. And so like when Noosh obviously offers to help me organize, I take her up on it.
Yep. Definitely.
Why wouldn't I?
And Zoza obviously has a lot more like tech related knowledge than I do, especially when it comes to hardware. So like whenever I have any issues for that, he's kind of like, that's his strength. So I joke he's my tech support, but like for real though, he can handle all of that stuff and I don't have to worry about it. So there's, we take different roles, wear different hats in this relationship and partnership and everything. So I think it works.
I think so too.
And instead of having like, we do everything, we'd like to say we do everything like 50-50 and like, balance and equal it out, but it just makes sense for certain things to fall on the other person because they either one, enjoy it, two, are more excelled at it, three, the other person would be wasting so much more time if they tried to do it. And
Exactly.
time is something we don't have the luxury of having more of.
It's always in short supply.
Yes. And hey, Andon, how are you doing today?
Welcome back.
Does it look so relaxed playing Pokemon? That's how his entire stream has kind of been. He's just like breezing through it. And yeah, we've had like Pokemon conversations and things, and we've learned a lot of lore from the experts in chat. But at the end of the day, ultimately, it's kind of just like a chill, laid back game, which reminds me of when a November in the past, or like this time of year in the past, we played Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
Yeah. Well, Pokemon, it's a unique kind of deal. It's an interesting experience. There are certain moments where I'm like, this is a uniquely Pokemon type of thing, or type of thing that we're dealing with. I keep saying thing. But just like earlier when we started stream, Noosh and I, we just sit here for a little while as we get things set up and we have the game running and we can hear it. So like as we're getting ready, the music's playing on loop. Usually it's the village, and the village music in this particular game feels extremely JRPG. But
it's
like,
a vibe.
Yeah, but for the majority of Pokemon, like battle music and things like that, it's strictly not JRPG. It's strictly like you can listen to a battle theme from any game and you're like, yeah, that sounds like it's from Pokemon. But for some reason, no other JRPG really like hits it that way.
Boxer says Legends Arceus is just the most chill game in the franchise in a really good way. Definitely. That's a great way to like sum it up. The thing that Doze was getting at.
Yeah, I mean, it's chill AF.
It's different
all the way
too
around.
that there's like no gyms. There's no like, and like the battles don't even seem like traditional battles. Like you're not selecting an option of like an attack and going at it. Like it's, some of them are even like, we were comparing it to like Dark Souls or Elden Ring, like kind of dramatic, but like it's a dramatic comparison, but it was more like you actually have to move around and like do things. You're not just standing and having your Pokemon do everything.
You matter. You have a presence in the world.
You get to get hit by Pokemon. Like that's been fun.
That's
Yesterday,
cool. I love that.
Was it a Sneasel that came at us?
I think so. Yeah, it just screwed up all of my plans.
Yeah, because we were trying to catch a Gyarados, and a Sneasel just like, we didn't even see the Sneasel on screen, and like just came in and pounded like our main character here.
Just
like
slapped us.
Yeah, and we were like, where the heck did this come from?
It's kind of crazy. Oh my god, I'm so tired of these luxuries.
Eventually.
What is that?
Fry has a really good question.
What's up?
When it comes to stance/presentation, out of the Smash roster, who is the most stylish/badass?
Terry.
Okay.
Followed by Captain Falcon.
Not Sephiroth?
And well...
Because remember when Sephiroth was introduced? Everyone was spooning.
I think in turn, yes, like Sephiroth definitely is a diva when he like introduces himself, but then like beyond that, what really is there? I'm trying to think about like the regular moments. Sephiroth doesn't really have that strong of regular moments in Smash with how he's perceived. But when it comes to like showmanship and badassery, that's Terry and Captain Falcon to a T. It's like woven into every single thing that they do.
So as far as like me, like I was gonna immediately go with my favorite or my cutest, but because Fry's being specific about stance and presentation and stylish and badass, like thinking about those, obviously Jigglypuff is not badass, right? Like, I mean, she can be, but it's different.
But she usually has to like work for it, right?
Right. I want to look at. I pulled up a roster picture so I can kind of see. Palutena, I think, is really stylish and badass in her own right. I don't know much about her.
I don't either.
But I like her.
I know her
of her
moveset, the way she looks. Yeah.
And
yeah, exactly.
Zelda and Link obviously like have their own vibe in that sense of stylishness and presentation. Especially Zelda more so than Link. Link can be a little, you know.
You can be a little.
Yeah. I think those.
I think you tend to get a bit lost with the links.
You can. There's so many. I specifically mean like the Zelda, or well, there's only one Zelda, but like with the links you can get lost. I also think Ganondorf can hold his own too. Like he's a mood.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's about it. Looking at it.
Oh.
For me. That's a great question though. Definitely got me thinking.
Oh, this sounds awful. Oh, level 69. We'll try to do this. Ice Punch! Never mind. We're leaving. We're leaving. Run. Yes, I want to run away.
Boxboy, is this your favorite, like, Pokemon game, then? I don't know if you saw his comment, but he said this game did everything for him near perfectly, except for the inability to drop-kick Pokemon like Assassin's Creed. So, I'm sure we've asked, but I don't remember everybody's. Like, what's everyone's favorite Pokemon game to date?
Oh, well, no, that's a fair question because now we've had a patch for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I hear. And I'm wondering if that's, like, changed anybody's opinions or shifted any rankings around for anyone.
Yeah.
Personally. I don't know exactly. Like, I know they fixed, like, a music bug. I know that they fixed some other performance bugs. I don't know the scope of like what a first patch of a Pokemon game even looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Sephiroth still your main in Smash? I know it's been a while since we've all played. But I'm curious if he still is.
True, yeah. Oh, the funny number. Yeah, that Electabuzz was level 69. Now that I remember and think about it.
What's our favorite Pokemon? Mine is Jigglypuff.
Mine is Shiny Umbreon.
Specifically the shiny one.
Yeah, it was regular Umbreon for a while, but then I was reminded that there's a shiny of it, and of course it's baby blue, and when you have that electric blue paired with the black, like, what's better than that?
I really don't know.
I don't know either. I struggle to think about what tops it. Honestly, nothing.
Zimga hasn't played any, but probably something older. Okay. Boxer says up until this, it was either Sapphire or White. So this is so this one is your favorite. Cool. Midnight Theme.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I remember bringing this up.
Well, I know that Smash is going to be happening at some point this month, so stay tuned.
Yes, it is.
I know Doza's been having that itch, and I think it's a fun game to just kind of chill out with and play with the community. It can get pretty intense, and it's been a while, so we got to get that back in rotation.
Got it.
Scarlet was really fun for Fry. Hasn't had a chance to play the patch yet, but as far favorite game, either Emerald or Arceus. Okay.
Emerald or Arceus, huh? So what did Scarlet and Violet bring anything from Arceus? Because I know Arceus was quite different. I don't know if Arceus is like the Breath of the Wild of the Pokemon series.
Doesn't Scarlet and Violet kind of go back to before this though? Because this is the whole like past future thing or whatever.
Well, Scarlet and Violet, it's like the most recent.
Right,
like,
most recent, but I mean in the game itself. Because it has all the new Pokemon. This one doesn't necessarily have a lot of new ones.
It doesn't. No, it has an amalgamation of Pokemon that we've already seen.
Because it does the whole time travel thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is before certain Pokemon, I guess, I don't know, migrated? That's the best I could say.
Refuses to play Scarlet Patch because that just looks too funny to patch.
That's interesting.
You did have that tweet that went viral.
Yeah, true. So we were even thinking about like, well, what bugs did this game have? Like when it came out, what bugs did Arceus have when it came out? Because I only remember hearing generally positive things about Arceus, and anything that was, you know, hitting the old TikTok algorithm or the YouTube Shorts algorithm at the time was all of the cool little fun things that are different that you could do in Pokemon Arceus, not necessarily like what's not working.
So, for those of you that got Arceus when it came out, as well as Scarlet Violet now, like Shadow said, which one is more buggy? I would like to know the answer to that as well.
Yeah.
Upon original release, rather, than all the patches and fixes. Fry says Scarlet Violet copy the open world aspects and completely rid with the whole tall grass.
I got a Rotom.
There's no tall grass? But where will I find my rupees?
Right? Y'all, is Rotom rare in this game? Isn't Rotom a legendary? I'm probably wrong, or a mythical. Don't fact check me on that.
Scarlet has no past or future gimmick, but you do get to see some Pokemon from the Jurassic Marsh in the far future. I love all the new additions. I've seen a lot of like YouTube shorts and TikToks of just highlights of different Pokemon that I've never seen before that are in Scarlet and Violet that people are sharing, along with the jank associated with them. But it's funny and it's all of it.
I think that's a guaranteed catch right there.
Fry said Scarlet Violet by long shot for the most buggy of the two.
Okay.
Oh, which one out of Scarlet and Violet is buggier?
Rotom's just rare, but
wouldn't
normal.
they
Okay.
both be around the same amount of bugginess? Because it's kind of essentially the same game, but different.
How is it more buggier? Wait.
No, Shadow's asking.
Oh.
And so I was
like,
yeah.
my brain was dying because I was reading the comments and I couldn't understand. I was like, what? This isn't a statement. What's going on here? Very confusing. They're all visible within the open world rather than having random encounters in long grasses. Yeah, I do like that. I liked it when they did it in oh my god, what is that game called?
Sonic Frontiers?
No. But like we do see continuation of like more and more open world games, or like open world like games. And I definitely think that like if we had random encounters only in like tall grass and that kind of stuff in an open world game, that would be crap. That would actually be ass. It would be so boring.
Scarlet and Violet let you catch someone's balls, release a Wiglet, you understand that part, and extend your eyes like an Awooga. Perfectly buggy.
Got the eyes popping out, Tex Avery style.
That's funny. Oh my gosh, Wiglet, like I've been obsessed. Like the memes, the jokes, the highlights, it's just so funny. Scarlet is more buggy. My Violet experience, or Sovereign's Violet experience, wasn't as buggy.
Really? Interesting. Hail Mary. Oh, damn it. Oh, it's gonna see me, isn't it? Oh, it's gonna see me. I bet I can't even catch this. What am I even doing?
Trying.
I just want to get close enough to see what level it is. I'm completely lost as in terms of like what level is around me. What am I doing right now?
So before you like progress forward, do you need to like level them up more?
But that happens inadvertently. I do need to hit the next rank, which I'm really close to, but it is something that I got to do. So that's why we're going around and like catching things.
So that's your plan, to go around catching things and level up that way?
Yeah, I prefer catching things rather than battling. Battling takes too long.
Gotcha.
Why can't
What
I,
is
like,
the most
catch
efficient
this?
way? Well, obviously they take too long lengthwise, but to build as much experience as possible to get like more progression, what is the fastest way to do that?
Fastest way to like get levels?
Because what if you like do battles that are longer, but you only have to do a few battles versus like how many you would have to catch? Like, do you know that ratio?
No, but you do seem to get like a significant amount of experience just from catching.
Okay.
Like, it's kind of like what they did with Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield was like the first one that in my recent memory where catching Pokemon was pretty much just as valuable as battling them. But in
the past, it was battling, right?
It was only battling.
Yeah,
you had to
that's
battle
what I
them to
thought.
get them low, then you catch them. That was the whole thing.
Got it.
In this game, you can get away without battling at all.
Do we know what the
No, don't kill
statue
it.
in these ruins depict? Doza? Ancient
Ancient
ruins.
Rome?
No, I was gonna say ancient ruins of like Pokemon, like regions past. I don't know. I have a feeling you know, Fry, and you're gonna tell us.
Probably.
When you get around to play Scarlet or Violet, will you play patched or not?
It depends, like, how significantly they improve the frame rate. If they don't really improve the frame rate at all, then we'll just play it unpatched. But if they improve the frame rate, I think that the frame rate is gonna, like, a smoother experience over the long term of a whole ass Pokemon game is gonna outweigh, you know, haha hee ha, look at this funny thing that happened. You know what I mean? It's just a better viewing experience for everyone involved.
Doza, how do you feel that Box Boy is 7 stars while only being a third done with the second area?
Proud of you. Does that mean you've only been in the second area? Right? Because you need to progress the story, which means you need to progress your rank in order to get to other areas, which means you've just been catching a ton of stuff that gives you such little experience just this whole time. It's impressive. I wouldn't have the patience for that. I like progressing.
And Zoom Guy, I believe Hyper is hanging out with her friends tonight. She says she might come by later, but she had mentioned it earlier in Discord.
Ice Fang, what the hell?
Bryce suggesting that you go and explore the head of these ruins. There's going to be like a mural. So maybe we can figure some stuff out, investigate.
Which direction, right or left? Because I'm gonna be here for a second. Let's use I'm so close to running out of these healing items.
Foxboy has clarified that it's because he's having too much fun catching.
That makes sense. Like, catching stuff is... I love just running around and, like, throwing Pokeballs and being really confident that I'm gonna catch it.
Because you gotta catch them all.
You gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all.
Is there a limit to how many
all.
Pokemon you can have, though, right? There always is.
I feel like there is, because the pastures are, like, numbered. So I imagine there's a number.
So honestly, like with Pokemon Go, when like we were super into it, I wanted to catch them all. And when there was a limit that you can only expand through paying money, it upset me.
Yeah.
For storage or for like inventory for Pokemon itself. And like at one point I remember they were coming out with all those like themed different like Pikachus, and I was like, I gotta get all of them. So I would go out of my way to go to where I need to get those themed Pokemon, including the Detective Pikachu one. And then like, what's the point? Because I'm gonna have to get rid of them if I want other Pokemon, because you know there's a limit, and I don't like that.
No.
I really wish there was a game where I could just catch them all. I don't have to battle with them if I don't want to. It's a great option for those that do. I just want to be able to collect them the same way I collected cards like of the cute ones when I was younger. Like I want to collect as many as I want.
And you
Give me a
should be able to do
basic
that.
game for that.
Well, I remember they had a subscription service called Pokemon Home that you needed to like transfer Pokemon between games. It's like, dang, really really nickel and diming.
I don't really want to subscribe to something though. I'll pay for like the game itself like once kind of thing.
Yeah.
But subscriptions and things really add up.
They do.
And especially with so many variety of games, like I'm not necessarily going to have time for all of them. So why would I pay a monthly subscription to do it? That's why we're even on the fence about renewing or even taking a month for like Final Fantasy again. Because last year around the holidays when we took our hiatus, Final Fantasy was a game that we got super, super into at that time, especially playing with Comfy and others. And it really helped us to navigate certain feelings and just get back into that like atmosphere, because like early in our relationship we had played a lot of World of Warcraft together too, and it kind of felt like that again but better.
It did feel better.
Yeah.
There was certainly a lot less pressure.
But time sync games, like it's hard.
Especially since like the culture around Final Fantasy is that like you shouldn't rush through it. You should enjoy the experience.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's great when you like want to take things slow and then you have the time to.
Which we did last year.
But like, yeah, but we've been, think of it like this, like we've had years and years and years and years and years of gaming experiences of like getting to the end. Right.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
well, also because of the fact that we want to experience so many different games, like the variety of it. There's no end necessarily to a game like Final Fantasy.
I think that if you were to treat Final Fantasy as like at 14, even though it's a live service, you know, MMO.
Yeah.
Personally, I think we could find enjoyment if we treat it as because like each expansion is its individual story, and it has a quest line with like voice acting and all these like interesting characters that's unique to each expansion.
Mm-hmm.
I would consider each expansion its own game.
But how, so like, when is it worth it to pay for the subscription on a monthly basis? And like, how much time are you allotting to it? And like prioritizing that over other things with your time, your money, etc., per month. That's where I've struggled. Because I barely have time outside of streams right now as it is to play games unless we're scheduling like a community event or bonus stream or time for ourselves, right? Like there are times that we hop on and do like Overwatch matches, but how long is an Overwatch match typically? Like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, that's it. So I can do that in between my day and not feel bad about like going back to whatever it is that I'm working on. Just right now in my life, I feel like I don't have the luxury of just playing games as much.
It's really interesting because like the creator of Final Fantasy XIV specifically talks about how like, because there are people who when they play MMOs they tend to no life them. Like people who MMO players have a tendency of only playing that MMO, not just video game, but MMO, like not just MMO but video game as well. Like that's the only video game that they play. Yeah. And they play the hell out of it and they extract every single moment they can. And if that's just not conductive though to like
our lifestyle at all. No.
Yeah. And so the creators even said like, oh, you can go and play other games like once you're like done. But the problem is like
when is done?
How do we even get anywhere close to something like that?
And hey, Darman fam, I mean Hyper.
How's it going,
Welcome
Hyper?
Back.
Welcome back.
Let's see. So I think Fry was telling you to go right from where you were earlier.
Yeah, I think I
it's
did that
crumbled mural back there.
Wait, the crumbled
mural? So it's probably
mural?
on the screen at some point and we missed it during our
I
conversation.
ran around and I saw the green mossy thing.
Apparently we do have a pretty
68.
stacked team as well.
Oh yeah, what's your favorite part of our stacked team? I like our team. I'm feeling pretty confident. We tried to make some switches yesterday because we were catching higher level Pokemon. But there were two things about that. One, it wasn't really like, I mean, it's all Pokemon I've used before, and I know that they're good in the right setup. But two, the issue was that we didn't even have, I guess, the rank to even use them. So like they were kind of ignoring us.
Anthony said like he didn't realize you had a Garchomp and that it'll be very helpful in the late game. So that's promising.
Yes, when I saw when I saw Gabby pop up, when I saw Bitey pop up in that cave, I was like, you're coming with me. You're gonna be part of the team. You're in. So
Fox will explore the entire map, even stuff he was not meant to reach, and we'll soon get to actual progressing. Then repeat it again the next area. Also Pokedex. Yeah, that's an interesting way of playing it. I feel like
you have to build the Pokedex entries that become Pokedex entries later.
Right.
That's why you have to catch so many, see them do certain moves so many times, catch them during certain times of the day. Yeah, you're literally there on the ground floor, first one ever.
Yeah.
Okay, where's this crumbled head? Like I'm here and I was battling the thing over here, and Fry said to the right. Is it this? Did I really just pass this up?
And we're doing good, Hyper. It's Friday. We're glad this week is over-ish. We have a pretty stacked weekend ahead of us, but we're looking forward to it.
6 legs. This is Dialga, Palkia, Giratina? I don't know.
What do you think it is?
I
don't know.
One of the legendaries I named off, probably. What the hell is that? We're just gonna kill this thing so it can leave me alone.
And see you later, Anthony. Have a good one.
Take it easy. The spoilers should tell what it represents. I'd like to hear what you think the statue was. Well, there you go.
So how would you guys rate the week you've had so far? Like, to start off December, that transition from November to this new month. I feel like it's been a pretty crazy week on our end, but I'm curious how you guys have been doing. Also, like, if you guys have any plans for the weekend.
Any plans?
4 out of 10, Hyper. Understandable.
What is Voltorb's typing, y'all? Like, I'm using ground type attacks on it and it's not really working.
9 out of 10 because you talk to your crush and you love talking to us. Aw.
Aw. Well, congrats on being able to do that as well. That's pretty hype. Let's go ahead and catch this little guy. Electric... What? You gotta be trolling me. Grass?
And absolutely, Harper, tell us the most anticipated story of the century. We're all eyes because we're going to read it rather than actually hear it.
Because Pokeballs are made of apricorns. There's no way.
7.438 out of 10. So accurately precise.
Whoa. I'm up here. I thought I could only climb cliffs, but apparently I can climb up here.
You're on top of the world.
I am on top of the world, aren't I? Let's make our way down.
Guys, something exciting did actually kind of happen this weekend that like we've never even really mentioned or talked about. One of our neighbors, specifically across the hallway, like in our apartment complex from us, moved out. So we're very excited because this person was not great.
No.
What's really funny is when he moved out, like he actually put like almost 20 bags of trash like right outside his door. So that's now in our hallway. I mean, maintenance finally cleared it out. They took care of it, but like he just left it all there instead of throwing his trash out himself.
Kind of nasty.
Very disgusting. And he had done that. He technically moved out, or I don't know when he started or everything, but he's officially out as of today because we saw maintenance go in there to like start cleaning everything for whoever else is going to be coming in. Hopefully we get someone decent. Not that we're going to be friends with them or anything or even see them, or we'll probably see them or run into them at some point, but like just follow the freaking rules and like take care of your place. Don't play loud music. Don't slam doors. Don't have a bunch of drunk people coming up in the middle of the night yelling.
Hate
like
friends.
just you know, like respect your neighbors.
that's really hard. I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah.
What is happening? Oh god.
So this is generations past. You expect there to be a modern ass Pokeball for a modern ass Voltorb?
No, I didn't expect that. I expected, like, at which point did they start modeling Pokeballs like Voltorbs? That's the thing that was going through my head. Oh, I got nothing useful in this guy. Let's use this. Because it's confusing. Like, everyone confuses Pokeballs with Voltorbs in the future, but they're only electric types, so why would the typing be different? But I guess the eyes are different, I guess. Like the eyes in later, they're smooth. These eyes for Voltorbs, they're not smooth. They're actually a lot more angular. They have a certain, how do I say, Nintendo 64-esque appeal to them. I guess I could have tried catching that. Oh well. I think maybe at this, well, hold on. There was something on the ground. I think now I can rank up, Noosh.
Yay, ranking.
Yay, ranking.
And Hyper, I'm glad you're having a great evening with your friends. And the whole seeing a bear thing is kind of shocking because we don't really have bears down here. I'm glad you're safe.
I got a sticky glob, Noosh.
You got a sticky glob.
Sure did. Oh, whoa.
As for like saving money for like a house instead of spending all your money on an apartment, so Doom Guy. There are a lot of pros and cons to living in an apartment versus a house. For us, personally, the two of us, like Doza and I, we are at a point in our life where the past like few years of our relationship have been very much taking risks to start businesses, to explore entrepreneurship, to kind of like we have a lot of financial goals that we're trying to establish, which a house kind of roots you down and puts you into a long-term like I guess situation. But while we're in this transitional phase of like figuring things out and like taking those risks, having a house and the financial responsibility of a house is just not a pro in that sense. We also don't know where we want to end up. Like if you buy a house in one city and then you want to move, like it's not that simple to do that. Whereas with an apartment, you're not tied down to a bigger financial responsibility. Also, you don't have to worry about maintenance because part of your lease when you have an apartment is your landlord's going to do all of that for you. They're legally binded to do that. No out-of-pocket expenses for you. So like we've had appliances be replaced. If we lived in a house and something went wrong, we would have to buy those appliances, which money can add up in that sense.
Yeah, and I mean, there is like home insurance, but when it comes to insurance and insurance companies, they're always looking for a way out. So
yeah,
there's always a fight.
But again, this is our situation, and like we don't know what the future is going to hold. Like we're planning so we can get to some point where, you know, we're at a better apartment complex or a better place, you know. However, everybody, like if you're in that realm of your life right now in the timeline where you're trying to figure out where you're next going to live, definitely weigh the pros and cons for yourself, financially and otherwise. Right now, most of our money goes back into our businesses and into New Shindoza for like, you know, here for this community. That's just what our goals are right now.
Yep.
We're not putting it into a house. And so, yeah, like it is kind of weird. Like we're talking about, you know, complaining about neighbors or whatever, but we know that this is still the best thing for us at this moment.
Just because I complain doesn't mean I don't like the overall.
Yeah, like we're still grateful. Like the place we have like has had issues, but this is still better than where we were 3 years ago. Yeah,
true.
so it's kind of like you level up. You can't just go straight from like, you know, like an Animal Crossing, you start off in a tent and then you go into a house and then you have to upgrade it with Tom Nook. Like we're kind of like in that arc, right? Even though we don't have a house, at least we're not in a tent, we're in an apartment.
There you go.
Yeah. So level up on your own means and your own timeline. Don't worry about other people if they're buying a house or, you know, right now or doing other things. Like they have other goals versus you. So you have to figure it out for you. Intentionally, what's going to be right for you.
Well said, Noosh.
Thank you. I mean, we talked about this for hours and hours and hours.
Oh, it's a massive conversation.
It is.
You're absolutely right.
Because your leases do end up finishing and like where do you want to go? Like we renewed it here even though we thought we were going to leave here, and then things happen, life changes, and just so much goes involved into like making these kinds of decisions.
True.
Are you questioning the biology of Pokemon Doza?
All the time. Why does it change?
Foxboy DM'd us a video. We look forward to checking it out.
Thanks for that.
It also has a sex joke on the thumbnail. Well, no.
Of course.
Kessler, it would be so cool to be neighbors with you. And welcome
I think
back.
That could work.
Like, could you imagine?
The collabs.
Right?
Okay, we're gonna go back to
I think
camps.
Like anyone in Texas, like if we could just all be in the same area and Texas wasn't so big, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Or if we could finally figure out that whole teleportation thing and like teleport ourselves to wherever we want, whenever we want. Imagine how like amazing travel would be. Like, oh, I'm gonna go to Paris today. Why? Because I can. Because teleportation exists.
Yep. We live in a state though where you need a car just to get to like a convenience store. It's not very convenient.
Can't even walk anywhere.
No, you can't.
I mean, I guess if you live downtown.
There are okay.
Some areas.
So like, you don't have to be like, well, actually.
Well, actually, let me fact check you real quick.
That's not exactly true. Those
According to my map.
According to my map, there's actually several
like,
places that'll support that lifestyle.
I would love to live in a place like New York City, like in Manhattan, and like be able to walk everywhere and do everything. Like I fantasize about that because it would be great. But cost of living is really high in New York, and like it would be a huge change. Seattle was a place too. Like when we visited, we're like we could see ourselves living here, walking everywhere. Because like when you stay for a vacation or a trip, business trip, whatever, whenever we've gone to places in the past, we try to like, you know, try to live like the locals do a little bit if you can, with all the things that you have in your itinerary. And when you see people like going to like a farmer's market, like that's right down their block, not one you have to drive to like we have to here in our city. It just feels like more wholesome for us.
Seattle's great. Every time I go there, which is once ever, it's been great.
We've been there twice.
Wait, twice?
Yeah,
twice. We've been there twice. Sorry. It was so much fun that it just kind of melded together, even though the weather was completely different.
Yeah.
I liked it both times.
That's true.
Okay, what was this? This is expensive. Why is this sticky glob so good? Why is this so much?
Way to go on completing the dishes, Shadow. We need to do that maybe after stream.
Big proud, big proud. Let's do this one. Star pieces. What else is cool? Salt cakes, bean cakes, all these other things I don't understand.
Doza, consider this. You just saw Dialga and Palkia's murals fully intact. So why is the third mural so distant? Disheveled and broken. What could it be?
because it was the oh my god, what is well, if I say it, if I ask on stream, then I'm not cool anymore. Okay,
I
so
don't
Noosh, you
know.
know the other clan in Breath of the Wild that's not the Sheikah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those guys.
bananas.
It's their Pokemon leader, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, and it's Giratina because of the 6 legs being broken. It can't be anything else. I can't think of another one.
I'm sure your math teacher really appreciated you telling him how you appreciate him, Hyper. Sounds like good moments there. And you made the turkey goulash, which I've been meaning to ask. How did that go? Like, do you like mushrooms? Like, what type of mushrooms did you use? Did you like the dish itself? Did it taste good? Like, food.
Food, I love food. I'm almost hungry again.
Those actually made my favorite vegetable today. My favorite vegetable is called tundra. It's not common in the US. It's like I have to get it from the Asian market or an Indian store, and I taught Doza how to make my favorite like dish with it like a while ago, and so today he made it all by himself, and I absolutely loved it because it's not always in season, and we finally found a place that actually sells it frozen, so you can like kind of have it year round.
You're
And
welcome.
I freaking love it. Such a great vegetable. It's my favorite vegetable.
Oh, I just got all these, like, there's farming in this game, by the way. Which we found out, like, last
Ooh.
stream.
Do you want to hear a riddle?
Yes, we need more
Sovereign
medicinal. Let's
has
do that.
one. Pokemon riddle time, you silly globs. I am long, but I'm always in a hunch. My back is spiky. Unlike my origin, I have ziggies and saggiest all around my body.
I'm gonna go with the toxic shock guy.
Who am I?
He's really cool. He's Sword and Shield Pokemon, right? Or
Saggiest
Zigzagoon.
around body, but like
No.
ziggy. What are ziggies?
Wait, a round body?
What are ziggies?
Saggiest all
Ziggy,
around.
Like what?
What's a ziggy? I
Is
don't
it
know
like
what a
zigzag
ziggy-
lines? Like or like a
Zigzagoon, but
zebra?
it's fat.
Oh, zigzagoon. No, it's not saggy though.
Chestnut?
Spiky could
I
be
guess so. Like, sorry, I wasn't gonna guess chestnut ever.
It's actually, yeah, I don't know what that is.
I wasn't Electabuzz. Wait, no, hold on. Wait. I'm making sure I keep track of who's asking and who's answering. Apparently it's chestnut. Sorry, Box Boy, you're wrong.
And when it comes to the mushrooms, Hyper, like, even if you don't know what those are and you thought they were mid, there are really, really good exceptional mushrooms out there. So I hope you keep trying different kinds, like, and find one that you might like.
Also, the
Like, don't
different
be
ways that
afraid.
you cook them can really influence the range.
Correct. Yeah, because I'm not like huge on just like regular like button mushrooms, like the white or the brown ones. But I do love shiitake and I love portobello, like when made properly. Those are the most common like ones that we can get around here, at least.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know there are way
mushrooms.
more. There's a certain type of mushroom that we had at a at a modern like Asian fusion place, and they were so good. They were so limey and delicious. They were almost like fajitas, but like Asian style. And I don't know what type of mushroom that was. I may never know. Unless they were massive shiitakes, because
Yeah.
they were pretty freaking good.
Oh,
I
we
wanna
would
do
love to
stuff like
visit
that.
you, Fry. And we would love to go to London.
I bet you
Um,
guys have great. What do they have in London?
A lot of stuff.
Oh,
I was gonna
great,
say,
a lot of stuff.
I've actually planned, like, over the course of my life, I have planned, like, an itinerary of things that I want to do in London. I've been to London a lot, actually, but before I knew you or anyone here, or Doza. But, like, when I went before, it was different things. But I had planned and, like, have this itinerary for, like, the most epic, like, Harry Potter, like, trip, right? I've shown Doza like the different places and the things, and over the years we've added on more things to just kind of experience like this Harry Potter getaway, but like our own version of it in London. Not only that, I've also added locations for like Bridgerton vibes to get that like royal aspect, if you will,
I
but
wanna
in our
visit a
own way.
castle.
Yeah.
I want to visit a dungeon.
I've been to castles.
I want to visit a dungeon.
I've been in a dungeon.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I've never been. I've been in caves.
I mean, I didn't stay in the dungeon or anything, but I've actually like stayed at one of those like palace hotels that they have. Like, you know how like they turn a lot of countries have like hotels or have palaces that they've converted.
You take something historical and they make it into a
hotel to make money.
I totally know what you mean.
I've seen in those before. It's fun. It's pretty cool. I look forward to taking you. Because you feel like a princess. Come on.
Oh, I can't wait to feel like a princess. Speaking of which,
what are you gonna say? Which one? No,
I was changing the subject with mine.
To what? Go ahead.
The Mario movie.
What are you gonna say? Oh, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so
that's not where I was going.
Did you hear about the streamer who was mauling his ass off about the fact that Peach seemed like a strong character in the trailer, the most recent trailer?
I haven't heard about the streamer. No.
He was mad that he was mad because Peach was being portrayed as a strong leader who like gets things done, while Mario was being portrayed as like a bumbling buffoon. And there were multiple occasions where Mario was having to be saved by Peach, and even though she's a princess. So this dude was just like, yeah, he was just out here going like, women, hate them. He wasn't saying that, but like clearly that's what he's implying.
So Boxboy said he could not handle the girl boss.
How is it girl boss? There was no girl boss
what
vibes.
What a shame. Peach was, I love the trailer. I love Peach and I loved all of them in it, really.
Imagine a female character doing something. So controversial.
I can't believe it.
Oh, look, a little Pichu.
Imagine wanting like rights and like the freedom to do with our body what we want. Can you believe it?
Like, I can acknowledge that there are certain times where like you can take like an IP and you make a character very much like that girl boss kind of archetype.
Well, and I'm a girl boss.
No, I know, but like I'm saying that it doesn't always land. Sometimes it feels like it's pandering. But in the case of the Mario trailer, nah.
And goodness, don't get me started on Kanye West on this live stream right now.
Good old Yee. Oh.
Don't.
Oh my god.
I can't. Like we've been talking about it off stream a little bit, and like it's just I can't wrap my damn head around all of that right now. It's like past comedy at this point to like
I'm just full of concern. It is past comedy. Like we're beyond the point where it's like haha, funny laugh. Like point and laugh, like we're past that. We're past point and laugh with Kanye. At this point it's like somebody take away his phone, get him some help, and just like have him do like a detox of like being connected to other people for a while. I'm done talking about Kanye. That Girl's Descendant is a dark type Elite Four in Johto. Really?
I will say one last thing about Kanye though. Regardless of the music that he's put out in the past that I have enjoyed and still do have and still sometimes do listen to, what he's doing now like has no like in his own right he is talented, right? But then the other comments and things is something that like I don't want any part of. But it is conflicting because like you do like, or at least I do like some of his music.
It's too much for me.
But like in the past we both listened to it. How many times do we like the stronger song?
I know, I have. The thing is that it's at the point like there are some artists who have been controversial in the past where I find that I can still enjoy their work.
You can't enjoy Kanye's
specifically for the work. No,
not even the memories you made before you knew about like in the past.
I can be grateful for that it happened in the past and those feelings that I had. Like, yeah, maybe I did feel like a badass while listening to Stronger.
His collabs with people we like Jay-Z and Beyonce and stuff.
That was then.
That was then, yeah.
But this is now.
You're not going to hold on to those memories of like what you enjoyed.
No, I'm not holding on to anything or letting go of anything. I'm acknowledging that there were good times being had.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes Kanye was a part of those good times, but
now
I cannot enjoy those same things
in the same way because of his actions today. Okay.
Yeah, like because I think and it's a case by case basis with me. Like, I'm not, oh, someone does something bad, I hate everything that they ever done or ever do creatively, and
Yeah.
I'm not that type of person. But there's a very specific feeling. If you are listening to something or watching something, whoever it is you're talking about or thinking about, and you can't shake that feeling of thinking about the negative things that have been involved with that said artist or person,
Yeah. That
then
can
at
be
that
very
point,
difficult.
at that point, it's like, okay, well, maybe let's just
And that's why-
let's just close that door.
That's why I've been a little conflicted though, because like music is, it's loud.
Yeah, for me, the door is closed though.
Yeah. And on a more positive and lighthearted note, Fry, I totally agree. The girl boss was inside of us all along, for sure. Also, good night. Have a great one. Fry's like, I don't want to talk about this. Oh man, fun stuff.
It is, isn't it?
Well, I mean, you really never know where all the conversations are gonna go. And yeah, he did make Graduation Shadow. Like, see, I'm like I'm there with you. Like, it's hard. I still see, like, people still use his music and stuff, and there's like his shoes and all these other things that he's done. It's just like, what is going on with you? Like, get some help, bro. Like,
Yeah, you would think. I want to
It
get
could be
rid of
very
like
lonely,
all these.
but I'm
Pokemon.
not here to like advocate for
like
anything.
armchair
No.
diagnose.
I hear that
a
his
rich
divorce
person.
with Kim Kardashian's officially over. Like, or like they had the divorce.
Yeah, like I think that happened this
Oh,
week.
Fry, I was just messing with you. I feel like for those of you that have been on this stream with us, like Fry with Minecraft or like Shane with like Castle Crashers, I like tend to like do the same thing I do to Doza a little bit with y'all. Like, it's all playful. Like, I'm not being serious.
She's JKing, guys.
I am JKing. On to a better topic with music from Boxboy, because drama is dumb. Oh, agreed. Eminem once wrote the lyrics, grab your... Okay. I'm not going to say it, but that's true. He did... I like Eminem and I like his music too. Like, not specifically
My thoughts
that
are
line.
that's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
Like, who comes up with that?
Also, remember when like he actually opened up a place like called Mom Spaghetti, like serving it? That little pop-up that he did?
Yeah.
So wholesome. What a guy. I mean, call him what you want, but he also is a very talented person, Eminem, and like it's his arc and his journey and what he's done for like his hometown and things, like it's very admirable.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's kind of where it ends.
Yeah.
Why do I have so many Tangalas? Like, oh my goodness.
Is it bad that Kessler doesn't recognize a lot of these Pokemon we have?
No, like I'm not gonna hate you for it.
And regardless of Dose's opinion on you or not, like, it's okay. There's over 1,000 Pokemon. Like, it's hard to know them all.
Yas,
In addition
queen.
to all of the other knowledge in the world. Okay, Doza.
I'm sorry.
Did you guys hear like the Ed Sheeran like Pokemon song? Like, they did a collab. I think it's cool. Like, having gaming related stuff like collaborate with like artists that we enjoy listening to.
It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I'm interested to see how the next 10 years are going to go, especially in the creative scene. We're seeing more and more people kind of break out.
Pokemon's even like sent out like promotional things to influencers and stuff as well. There's actually someone that I follow. She has a son who's obsessed with Pokemon. He can't be like, he's probably like 6 or 8 or something like that, 2nd grade, right? And he actually got to receive this huge Pokemon like PR package because of his mom.
Yeah,
and
good for him.
we saw the video of it, and it's just like he got a Pokemon like design or whatever themed Switch. He got the new game, obviously. He got these collectible like Pokemon Pokeballs. He got a blanket. He got coloring books. It was huge. This box was bigger than him, and he's in 2nd grade. So, yeah. So, but it's cool. Like, Pokemon's doing a lot. Like, or Nintendo in general, or a lot of brands. There's been so much like influencer marketing, creator marketing. Even like the Game Awards, they actually were doing like people would sign up to stream the Game Awards. Like, you can do it regardless, but they would like they have a sign up form that you you could sign up for to basically stream it on your channel, and they'll send you assets and graphics to use because it's like a collaborative thing. And I think that's really cool.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah. We don't have a Pokemon package for us, Kessler, but knock on wood, and hopefully one day we can manifest to get one or something, right?
Wouldn't that be cool?
We've been pretty, like, lucky with, like, giveaways and things, though, in the past. We've had stuff.
Speaking of, like, giveaways, I'm about to give away all these Pokemon.
Oh.
That's what I've been doing. I'm gonna let them all go.
All right, well, goodbye, Pokemon that I don't have any emotional attachment to whatsoever. It clearly looks like Doza does, because he wanted everyone to pause all the conversations so we can see this momentous moment.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Are you okay?
I'll let them all go. It's fine. It's whatever.
Is this fine? Like, do you need a hug?
Yeah, alright.
Okay. He legit got up and gave me a hug. I still sat down. I didn't move at all.
There's only 8 pastures, and I had already filled up, like, almost 6 of them.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing great. I'm glad you kept Bidoof. I'm glad you kept Pikachu. I'm glad you kept Snorlax light.
How do I organize them? I don't want to see them all, like, spread out. They need their friends next to each other.
Kessler, the term influencer actually kind of bothers me. I just don't know what else to call them because they call themselves influencers sometimes. I think all of us have the ability, and we already actually do influence each other.
Oh my god.
There are things that we all, you know.
You see what box boy said?
What box boy say?
You see what box boy said?
Pastures expand up to 32.
No!
What does that mean? Oh, you didn't have to give them away.
Nope.
Well, then why did you?
I needed space!
But you really didn't.
No!
Are you okay?
I'll be fine. Okay, so, oh great, I'm gonna get reamed for this. Hey there, Noza, the Pokemon you released just now left a little something behind for you. Take it, would you?
So sad.
It's like a
parting gift?
mud middle finger.
What is it?
Oh, what?
Sacks of dust.
I love those.
Okay, so it's a win-win, I
Worth
guess.
it. Yeah, I don't miss it. Oh, okay. Okay. Woo. Pebbles?
Maybe he did.
What? What?
He's getting a bunch of things.
What? Oh my
got it
god. I'm going to form no attachments forever now.
Oh my
A
goodness.
mysterious rock that can raise the effort level from one of the Pokemon stats used only if the effort levels reach level 9. Oh my god.
And Boxboy, feel free to share any of the wild lyrics that won't make YouTube come into chat, Lamau. It is funny what goes into certain songs and things.
Is it?
Like the way, like, you know how like in also like animated shows for kids, they put in a little bit of spicy things and commentary that is meant for the adults or the parents or whatever. In that same vein, there was like lyrics that it's like spice it up.
Oh yeah, like well, they have those adult jokes for like animated movies and things like that. That's kind of like the same thing,
That's
right?
legit what I just said.
No, I thought you meant for songs.
I said like kids shows and animated.
I don't know
shows.
why I heard songs and I started thinking about Kids Bop.
Kids up.
You know, like I walked into the club and I was like, "What up? I got a big heart." Yeah, it never gets old.
I'm sorry YouTube crashed. Like when trying to clip something, it'd be like that. Does SpongeBob have like adult? Yeah, I guess it does. I haven't watched SpongeBob lately. I hear that SpongeBob's coming to Fall Guys. I keep seeing like the little Fall Guys characters with like Squidward and like Patrick and stuff.
Squidward.
I think that could be fun to play again. But this time, obviously, just strictly people in our Discord server.
Yeah, true. Let's move all these.
I mean, Doza's been going through a lot these
all
past few
these.
minutes with all the Pokemon and then getting the items for the Pokemon. Like, it's been an emotional roller coaster, but I feel like he's happy with the overall outcome.
I mean, yeah, I've been turning in like quests and like running around and stuff for like the last 15 minutes, and I really didn't expect to go through that emotional roller coaster. Like everything, like we just helped a lady like get back to a normal life because there was a little baby Pichu like tormenting her at night and she didn't know what it was for days. And it's like, oh yeah, that's kind of wholesome or whatever to like help her out with that. But it's like, but to me, it's like it's neither here nor there. Just like give me the reward, so I can get back to my epic quest to save everybody. Give me the reward, and then like lose like I don't know. I guess getting finessed by the game, not telling me that there could be up to 32 freaking imposters. Like,
And Kessler, what do you mean? You're in the Discord.
let's move these.
Like, you know?
These. Some of these. A bit of that.
I hope you're having fun with Origins Doom guy.
Pokemon Origins?
Zombies,
Doom
Black
Origins?
Ops.
Sonic Origins? There's so many different
Origins of Black Ops Zombies map
Zombies
Easter egg.
Origins, where the first zombie was ever born.
Okay.
Oh, zombie birth. Ah,
Gross.
it's not Halloween.
You can do gory, scary stuff regardless of Halloween, Doza.
True that. Preach.
I'm glad you're not having fun. You gave up on it. Oh.
Not having fun? What happened?
Well, I'm glad if it's not bringing you joy, then you're moving on to something else, hopefully, that
Oh,
is
not
going to
for
make you
this.
have fun. Because it's Friday night. You should have fun. We all should have fun. Because F is for friends who do stuff together.
What is you for?
You and me.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot
N?
of sense. No
I actually-
survivors.
Oh, no. I actually don't remember.
Pokemon less friendly. I don't want to make that. That's ass. Yeah, more of these. These are good. Okay, let's put some stuff away, then we'll go rank up, and then we'll continue the story.
Sounds like a plan, Doza.
Doesn't it? And I'm not going to run all the way down, because I just remembered I have an item box in my house.
Are you sure you have an item box in your house?
Yeah, it's like literally right here.
No way.
Yeah, right. Literally right. Oh, there we yes, there we go. Right there.
Anyways, on to Eminem.
Oh no.
I is for you mean you? I was like, Kessler, come on. But I feel like you've had a long week and now you're just tired, Kessler.
You would
Forgetting
not
you're in our
believe
Discord
your
server,
eyes.
putting
You
eyes
would
for
not believe
uranium.
your eyes. You would not believe your eyes.
You would not believe your eyes. Owl City, right?
Yes.
Firefly.
Would not believe.
Haven't heard that in a while.
I'm trying to remember what that one part was, because what is it?
Okay.
Slowly. It's just a vibe.
It sure is, Doza.
It kind of reminds me of Wonderwall.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's just a song where you're just kind of like, well, this is gonna happen.
This is a thing now.
This is a thing now. Work was long. What was the roughest thing you had to do today?
Or this week.
Or this week.
Yeah, work was long for us too. I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin to talk about it, to be honest.
So don't. Just kidding.
So it's like, I don't need to repeat. I had to live it with you.
No. Trying to buy me some time, then I remember this magic trick. I actually was listening to a podcast that was talking about like the way different artists and their lyrical styles, like the types of words or phrases they'll tend to do. And one of them did bring up NMM, where like he'll just randomly weave in things that don't really make any sense, but like everyone's cool with it because he weaves it so well. So it's like the equivalent of like making a bad rhyme, but the fact that it rhymes is all that matters.
Like,
Because then you just move on to it. You don't give it any time of the day. You just keep going.
Did you see the one box for this post?
That's the one I was reading out before I had to stop myself.
That's like the perfect way to troll, like to make someone say something. Like that's why I had to stop myself earlier too.
Mhm.
Like, bruh.
Imagine if we had text to speech. Yeah, someone like donates some money and then it's like,
It just says
go
it.
gadget.
No, we would never do that. We do need to refresh some of the Glob Point redemptions and things.
We need to revamp.
Revamp. That's a good word. Yeah.
More quests? Well, don't mind if I do. Another quest to not do. The Sea's Legend. Okay. Oh, dude, why does he have to even talk to me? He posted this one? Okay, this seems unique. Saw something swimming. Couldn't snap a picture. Mysterious swimmer. Okay. Seems to be drifting with the ocean currents. Oh, tentacle, right? Oh my god, he wants me to actually talk to somebody else. Oh, okay, good. They've just brought him here. This seems like a big deal for a side quest. They actually typed up dialogue for it. Oh, this guy was not helpful at all. He's just adding to the mysteriousness. Okay. Princely Pokemon. Is this gonna be the... It's a big jellyfish. Jellycant or something like that. Where it looks like the Pringles guy. You know what I'm talking about, Noosh?
The Pringles guy?
Look up Pringles jellyfish Pokemon.
Okay, I'll try that.
I actually love that
Kessler's
Pokemon.
hard thing from the week was having to explain to someone that they didn't have the right paperwork, and then they got mad at him and said, I don't know how to do, or that he doesn't know how to do his job, and it was probably the most stressful and hilarious situation. That really sucks. Like, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. It is a situation, though, that both Doze and I have been in before as well. People, especially like having worked in healthcare, people love yelling at you to say that you're the wrong person. Like, why did my insurance not cover this? You guys said you accepted my insurance. Like, the amount of times I've heard that is funny in itself, because people don't understand how like that type of stuff works. And I'm sure the government and like different things, there's so many different forms and things that you have to jump through. In fact, we actually had to deal with the government this week as well. Well, we've been dealing with the government all of last month. And we got some good news today. It wasn't even for us. It was for one of our clients. Basically, we create a bunch of presentations and do a bunch of things with government organizations and agencies. And in that vein, she was trying to get something like ready for one of the departments. And it was like this whole thing of having to submit a form the right way to like approve this training thingy. And it took us jumping through a bunch of hoops to get it approved.
Yep.
Like so many. Like I'm talking like 4 different like 888, 800 numbers or whatever, talking to multiple different reps. And it's been like a month-long ordeal. And today we finally finished it, which was really nice to get the email this morning from the client saying it finally went through. Like, thank you in all caps. Like, this only happened because of like us, basically. It was, yeah, there's a lot. Too many forms, too much paperwork. Make it really hard. The IRS can tell us how much we owe because they clearly tell you when you pay underpay. So like, why the heck are we doing all this stuff?
I don't know. It doesn't really make a lick of sense to me.
I think taxes are important, obviously, and they do help with, you know, things to improve whatever, and that's why voting matters.
Is this some lightly veiled attempt at like, because like you know how America was like invented, right? The whole
invented?
Whatever, who cares? It's the same thing. No taxation without representation.
Right.
Like they were like, hey, if you British people are gonna tax us, then you guys got to be here, or else.
Within the Boston Tea Party and all the other like events, and it's like we're gonna.
They
tax
literally
all of this
spilled
stuff.
the tea, so that's got to be the origin to that, right?
Turned into a whole thing.
Yes, exactly. And so like when they invented America, I said it again, didn't I? When they came up with founded. Yes. What was they saying?
I don't know what you're on because you keep saying invented America and it's throwing me off.
Oh my god, and now I'll never know what I was gonna say.
You'll never know.
Oh, the IRS. Right. So when they founded America and they like invented the IRS, that sounds better. The whole thing, like, I think maybe the reason why we have to do our taxes is like it's a lightly veiled attempt at like keeping the IRS accountable. But it doesn't really mean that because because their word is law. You know what I mean?
Imagine if like they would just tell us to do, like, you know, obviously when you're not self-employed, like you have like your W-2 and you have like what they've withheld already before you get paid kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which makes it a little bit easier. But like for all the other cases, why don't they just tell you because they already know? Like, how hard would it be to implement that? I know that like IRS like agencies like understaffed and things like that too. There's always that whole thing. They hire a bunch of contractors and like part-time people to help out with things, but that's not very efficient. Why not have people who actually know what they're doing and like tell people like, man, we should go into consulting and just like fix problems. But really, I'm not passionate about that, so we're not gonna.
Plus, there's too much bureaucratic red tape.
Exactly.
Things are sometimes purposefully inefficient so that certain groups can take advantage of certain narratives with the general public's opinion on specific what do you call it? Agencies. So, for example, because I have a recent one, we had a president recently that was doing things that were not in, I would say, the general public's favor with the United States Postal Service. They were purposefully cutting things from the United States Postal Service so that it was more of a hassle for people to deal with that or to work alongside that. And so what happens when you do that is you give the United States Postal Service kind of a bad name, and it means that like anything for them or anything even remotely tied to them in the future when it comes to pushing bills and things like that, people are going to be less likely to be in favor of it because they're spiteful. People are basic, let's be real. They're spiteful because of their negative experiences without actually knowing why some of the things that contributed to those negative experiences in the first place. And so that's kind of like, that's kind of a fun little lesson right there.
Was it?
No. I just feel
enough
sad.
government talk.
Yeah.
I mean, Doomguy and Kessler were talking about little time travel and time zones and stuff too.
Oh boy.
That's a whole other like minefield of things.
Cancel time zones, please. I've yet to see any reason.
All Kessler hears is the bling. Like all the government talks just like wah 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 wah.
Oh, it's too loud. I could turn it down. Let's give some of these to this guy. I just want to get these over with so I don't have to look at them anymore. Because like if these things are sitting in my inventory, then I'm going to be thinking about it this whole time. Although I suppose I could have done this off stream. I guess I could have done that. Let's get this guy an attack. Yeah, he's going to be our physical attacker. Okay, cool. Let's continue with our lives.
Yes.
Just kidding. I have to do something here. All right.
Oh no.
Great. Let's get. Come on. Let's go. Oh, it's funny. Wow. I'm glad you find humor in it. I hear the sound too. Like, for me, obviously there's a separation. My voice is coming from my head region, and like the sound of the game is separate. It's coming from something else. And yeah, it did sound a lot like a casino. I totally get what you mean by that. I kind of miss Sonic games now that you brought that up. A way to coexist? Oh, okay, yeah, story. Casino levels have always been like probably like maybe top 2, maybe top 3 of like my favorite themes for like in video games. I mean, even if you have like a really well fleshed out, like I guess realistic casino, it's still really nice to kind of like enjoy that. I like being in a virtual casino rather than like a real one. I don't really like the idea that everyone's out to get my money. But if it's virtual and there's like no risk to that, then I can kind of like separate myself from the reality and just kind of enjoy the ambiance. Like there's a really great area in Final Fantasy 14 that pretty much all the players can just visit, and it's really cool because it's so grand and colorful, and there's like gold everywhere and like grand statues and amazing fountains, and it's just a really nice vibe, and I really enjoy it. But the thing is that it doesn't ever remind me of like real life casinos, because like when Noosh and I were in New Orleans,
yeah,
that we did go to a real life casino just to like visit and look at it.
Well, everyone's like, you have to go see the vibe in there.
Yeah.
All the decorations and everything.
I felt extremely like I don't want to, like I'm gonna just look at this, but I feel even more motivated not to spend any money at all ever.
Yeah, we legit like walked around and like took in like the scenery, I guess. There was also like this 24/7 like club like in the middle, because we went during the day. But there was this like club that had a bunch of like music, like DJing the whole time, lights, all of that. But like literally no one was there. So we just kind of sat and chilled there for a while.
Yeah.
It was kind of a nice, like, dark area to just chill. And then we took pictures, like, around the different places and stuff. I actually went to Louisiana for my 21st birthday, too, before I even knew Joseph. And at that point, I had actually done a little bit of casino stuff, and I actually ended up making money that weekend. It was super fun. But
Yeah.
I would never take a risk like that again, to be honest. It's too... I mean, maybe, like, if you set yourself, like, a budget, like, oh, I'm going to go here this weekend, and I'll do this amount, and that's it. And oh my goodness, is that the homie Banana?
Hi, homie. How you doing? I went kind of extra with that. Hi. Hi.
It's so good to see you. How have you been?
Good evening.
I will say, I know, like, even if you don't show up to stream sometimes, I do really appreciate that you legit, like, always react to, like, everything that we post, and that makes me super, super happy because that's super, super supportive.
Unlike most of the social medias, too.
Yeah, like you do
thanks
it
for
the
that.
same post at different places, like, it doesn't go unnoticed, and thank you for that, homie.
Truly a homie of homies.
Yeah. So, like, really, regardless of the last time he's been in a stream, he's been here, you know?
Always present, always all-knowing, omnipresent, as it were.
If you should does have one fan, I am one fan. He was the first person to ever make fan art for us, and we'll never forget that. And
Was he also the first
other
person to help us with the thumbnail?
first thumbnail assist, first fan art. The man, the legend, the banana that basically said, "Hey, do you guys have a Discord server?" That started our server. So yes, homie always has a special place in our heart. Yep.
Homie got that mindset, that grind set.
Also, that was a very pretty scene, staring out into the snowy
We
like abyss.
finally made it to the snow.
I know, you promised me this yesterday, and I've been waiting for like the past hour and a half. Like, when?
Now. Exactly at an hour and a half. No, not a minute sooner or later.
Yeah.
So that means fire is going to be probably pretty good here. Rapidash is going to see some work.
And you know, Kessler, I don't think like depending on the type of casino you might have been to where you got that experience, because the ones that I've been to, like, they give you free drinks, which was always my favorite part.
So you need to go to a casino that's not like a casino that's specifically all by itself. You need to go to a place that has that you need to go to a city that it's going to have multiple casinos, because then at that point, and you also have to go at night because old people, they go to sleep at night. The sun goes down, they're like,
I don't know about all that, but
it's time to turn it in.
It depends on the type that you go to.
Yeah, because if you're gonna see old people there, it's either old people's night or like it's gonna be a place where typically old people are gonna go.
It depends on the casino.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
literally what I said.
You've been making moves, and you're gonna be driving a car soon.
Oh my god!
Congratulations!
With like a license and everything.
I do feel like we need an update about your life.
Yes, please.
We're super excited for you and proud of you too. That's pretty cool. That's a big step.
Definitely. And while we're still on the topic of casinos,
going back to it.
not going back to we just
Okay, yes,
that was
I
like a
know,
breath
I know.
ago. Oh my god.
gosh. Continue, Doza.
Oh, may I?
Yeah.
So, I've never played a Kirby game that's had a casino in it. I didn't even know that that was a thing.
Oh, because Boxboy, the casino stages in Kirby Planet, Robobot go insane.
Yeah, exactly. So like I have, that's obviously Sonic, obviously like Grand Theft Auto 5 has a I think it does, actually I don't remember. I know it has a strip club, I don't know if it has a casino. I'm sure it does. It's based off of Los Angeles, I think. Nah, pretty sure Los Angeles has a strip club or two. I mean a casino. I meant a casino.
I've been to, so there was actually, so I went to college in like the Dallas area, which is in North Texas. And if you drive over the border into Oklahoma, there was a casino there that we would actually drive to. It only took us like an hour drive, and it's always fun with a group of friends. We would go to the casino because you could get free drinks, like alcoholic beverage. And when you're, you know, a cheap college student, like you want the free booze, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. In Homie's absence, he's been doing things like reading all 307 currently existing chapters of Berserk. That's a
Really?
lot of reading.
Wow, is it like really good? Do you feel Dark Souls when you read it?
Have you been doing any gaming in addition to reading?
Probably Binding of
other-
Isaac, if I had to guess.
Well, we've seen that on Steam, so your guess is probably accurate.
Not everyone else knows that. They could just think that I'm really cool.
Did I
that a
blow your
snow runt?
coolness?
Yes.
It is so good. Dozos is homie.
Really?
Yeah. Your computer can't run anything. Aw.
Not Terraria? I feel like you'd like Terraria.
Possibly.
Probably. This is a snow run. We love snow run. Right? Do you think it was female? Because that'll turn into frost glass. Where's Comfy
Homie
when you need
doesn't
him?
like Terraria.
Doesn't? Oh,
Also
man.
spending almost all of my time at home taking care of my dog is what she said.
Right on. Can't believe you don't like Terraria.
Having a dog is a big responsibility. It's like having a pet or a child.
I'm sure it's a 1-to-1 ratio.
No, I meant like taking care of something or someone that's other than yourself.
It's
you know?
like dependent on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
Yeah. Not saying that a pet is the equivalent of a child.
I can't believe you won't respect the fur babies.
I've never had a child or a pet, so I really don't know. I can only imagine.
That's a song. A religious one.
Okay.
Oh god, it's a snow runt again. Maybe we should be careful. They're known to get extra wily in the cold. Got him. I'm pretty sure that's good. I'm gonna keep moving.
That is a wild story, Doom Guy. That's like straight out of a movie. I hope everything worked out in that situation. And I'm glad that, like, you know, they're taking care of the child. Yeah. How big is this game, says Kessler?
Pretty
big.
Pretty big. I feel like I don't know how many more areas there are, like, so far. Please catch, please catch, please catch. Yes! Bergmite? What the heck is that? Is that new?
Berserk is one of the best manga that Homie has ever read. That's high praise.
Even better than One Piece?
And one of the oldest holy goddamn.
Oh yeah, Berserk is one of the granddaddies of manga as far as my understanding goes. A lot borrows from it. And there's a sword, like an ultra great sword, so like a huge just slab of metal.
Yeah.
Right, I think that's the main character's like main weapon. And it's just one of the many references in the Souls series. There's always gonna be that like one just giant paddle of metal based off of that, because the creator also really enjoyed Berserk. Yeah, a little fun fact there.
And Kessler, I've definitely like taken care of children, never pets though. It's just I've never had my own, so I don't know, you know, what all it entails, other than what you see in the media.
There's one service training for the other.
I mean, I think all of life's experiences, like, they say, like, you can have that parental, like, intuition. Like, it kind of just clicks when it happens because of all of the experiences you've had thus far in life up to that point.
Right.
So, you know, and, like, there's always preparations and things involved, so you can, like, the 9-month period for a human, you know?
You have a lot of time to think.
Yeah.
Contemplate. Isn't the gestation period... Why are we even talking about this?
I don't know.
For elephants,
so anyways, Homie
also
said
sufficiently long?
A lot of times you describe it as a heap of raw iron even.
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty awesome.
You never know what we're going to talk about. We went from, like, freaking casinos to, like, gestation period doza. And before that, it was, like, taxes and, like, the Boston Tea Party. And then before that, it was, like, Pokemon lore. Before that, we talked about, like, plans and the weekend and the holidays. What else have we talked about that's crazy?
I don't know,
we
but I refuse to apologize.
Again. I'm not apologizing for anything. We talked about M&M's.
That's right. I also refuse to apologize.
Talked about Kanye. We talked about, like, what else we talked about? I don't know. There's been so much. And it's only, like, I am super surprised at how many different conversations we can have in, like, one live stream.
It's kind of crazy, the range.
It's all over the place, and I love it because it is all over the place. It's unique. It's variety. It's and there's different people and differing opinions and all of that. Like, this truly is the beauty of streaming and experiencing the games as well. Very, very important to add.
Catch. Oh! It's gonna be a good Pokemon if I catch it.
Zerk has a lot of very rough scenes to read, but everything has a purpose and is executed so well.
What do you mean rough? Like a rough scene to read? Did those ears just come out? That's adorable. Noosh loves piggies.
I do love little baby teacup like pigs. They're very cute. I follow a few on social media.
You like this little swine up here?
No.
Uh-oh. You want to go, boy? You want to go? Oh, you
man.
running away.
Have you seen like all of the finale and everything of Better Call Saul? Like we're waiting for it to come on Netflix.
Will it happen?
I hope it happens soon because I really want to see it. I guess we could find a random place to watch it too, but you know, the law. And Kessler, I'm curious and wondering what you're going to say.
That was fast, Tommy. Way to go.
Doing mod things.
Deleted and deleted. Are you alive?
I'm curious what you're gonna say in chat once we like start playing Spider-Man and like during Spider-Man and like after. Like, what's the next game gonna be? When there are people in the community who really look forward to like a certain game and then we played that game, I'm always curious like, what's the next one?
What happens when we play Subnautica? What are people gonna talk about then?
There is still someone in our community who doesn't really show up a lot to streams. However, every year, like clockwork, it's actually going to be coming up again, like January probably. They DM us on Discord. They never DM us outside. Well, they do sometimes, but the majority of it is every year without clockwork. They message us for the past 3 years saying it's been another year since like I requested Subnautica and you haven't played it. This person is very, very adamant.
I don't think that we've had somebody though do the whole like this many days since asking for this whatever. But
on a yearly basis, on the anniversary of when they requested it in chat.
Yeah, anniversary, you gotta kind of keep up with that. You gotta add that to your calendar.
Like, I feel like it is in his calendar and he like does it every single year. And it's so funny to me. And I'm wondering how long he can keep it up. Or if he's gonna give up and just watch someone else play. Because there's plenty of other people.
Well, you know, I think if anybody's, I think for the, I would say like 9 times out of 10, if somebody asks us to play a game, chances are they've already played it or they've already watched somebody else play it.
And they just want to see a different perspective kind of thing. Sure. Yeah, I get that. And that's why, honestly, I do love all of the suggestions and the recommendations. We do keep a list and we really do take seriously all of the suggestions you guys have. Like, I think it's important to take that into consideration when we make decisions for what's going to come next on the channel. You guys have suggested way more than like 100 games for sure. And we've only beaten on the channel about 130-ish games. So think about like having to do 100 more would take, if you were to use the equal amount of time, another 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So it kind of comes down to that. But it's just, again, funny story that person, that glob. I wonder if they're still subscribed.
I don't know.
I know they're still in our Discord, so there's that.
They don't want to miss when we actually do it, so you know that.
They better show up. I'm just kidding.
It's true. I do keep a lookout for people who make requests, and then we finally play that game. And I'm looking for them. I'm looking for them in the chat. I know Noosh is the primarily one who is pretty quick on the draw.
Yeah.
But you know, not a lot gets past me. Just to be clear.
And Castle, that's such a like sweet way of saying it. Like, I want you to see the magic I saw. I hope I get to see the magic. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad that I finally seen all the Spider-Man movies to like Spider-Man movies to, you know, make some correlations.
Yeah, we won't have to look for you. I don't doubt that for a second.
And no worries, homie. It was really nice to have you stop by, and we hope all goes well with the driving in the car in the future, and like keep in touch. Tell us more about your life.
We'll see you again. To see all the Spider-Man movies.
It's good to know that you're thriving. Nice. That's what I'm really happy about.
Thriving's good.
Yeah.
Thriving is a lot better than surviving.
Yes.
I can attest to that.
But sometimes you got to reward yourself in the survival aspect as well.
That's true.
Like, I'm thriving because I'm surviving.
There is a bit of perspective there, yes. I agree with you. What are these? These are new.
I look forward to that day, homie. And I'm really loving the snowy area. This is my favorite like part of the Pokemon game so far.
Oh, well, I'm glad I'm, you know, kind of moseying around. Whoa, an Abomasnow.
I mean, progression's fine too. Also, Doom Guy, I saw, like, I don't even know if you're still here, but earlier you mentioned you hope this game is beaten because typically when we beat games early, we go hop in Discord for a voice chat. I love that you look forward to those voice chats.
Absolutely.
That means a lot to us too, and I think, like, while it is like tradition to like go when things end early just to ensure that a lot of time in our calendar and schedule is like still for y'all in the community, I hope there comes a point that we can just kind of randomly hop in and be like, yo, let's hang, you know?
True. Working towards it.
Gotta manifest, gotta work hard and figure things out to be able to have that flexibility. Does is drinking water, or else he'd like agree.
I agree. It's nice.
We always look forward to spending time with you as well, Kessler. Honestly, any glob or any person that wants to hang out with us and vice versa, like, it's an honor because you could literally be spending your time anywhere else with anyone else, watching any other stream or TV or movies or a million other activities, right? What you choose to do with your time when you value like wanting to be here and talk to us and in Discord or play games with it, like all of that means so much. I know, like, with the holidays and this time of year, obviously people get sentimental, and I'm not above that. I'm very sentimental, and I'm also a very emotional person. And having like lost a lot of people in my life, like over the years, especially throughout the pandemic and in recent years with friends and family and stuff, it's really nice to have this community, like to have a community, to have your people, to have people that have similar interests, passions. I mean, we don't really hold y'all, but you're like
we hold y'all in our hearts.
Yes. Well said and played there, Doza.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's just, I'm humbled that like people want to be here or want to hang out with me, like, and Doza, and just all the memories and moments that we've had. And I hope we can continue to do this for so many more years and keep spreading joy and doing things. Like, it's a feeling that I can't completely like articulate all the time, and the value that I get from all of this is immense, is a lot. And yeah, I'm gonna get choked up.
Oh. Well, I mean, we can revel in the fact that I just kicked that guy's ass.
You totally did.
I think Tamarinda was legit 10 levels higher than his best Pokemon.
Crushing the Pokemon game, as it were.
Yeah, we did a bit of training, we caught some good Pokemon. I made some decisions to not immediately go for higher levels and instead train up ourselves a little bit, put a little bit more investment in the team that's been here with us the whole time.
Yeah. Do you
Like
ever
you
miss
guys.
Mr. Hooter?
Mr. Hooter's still here.
I know, but you miss him?
No. Mr. Hooter is here to like kick
Till
rocks.
you're done.
To literally kick rocks.
And Shadow, you did miss homie. It's so nostalgic having both of y'all like in the chat right now, though. Like, even if he left,
I just got a vibe.
What?
That one of the opening cutscenes to Sonic Adventure 2, where Sonic finally sees who the other hedgehog is that he's been getting confused with.
Yeah.
And like Shadow having the one of the Chaos Emeralds and uses his Chaos Control to like run really fast past Sonic.
Yeah.
And then Sonic goes, "Whoa, he's fast!" Like that moment of like, like in this case, I guess Shadow is homie, just missed it, and this Shadow in chat is Sonic in that situation.
Goodness.
That's the kind of vibe I got.
For me, I got the nostalgic vibes of these two were our very first community mods, and like we even have like a private chat with them in Discord with just the three of us that never gets used. And by three of us, I mean four of us, because me and Doza are like one.
We are one.
But it's just memories. You guys were so great and really did like help the foundation of this community with us, and like we're just so grateful. I'm in a very gratitude-filled moment right now.
Yeah, it would appear so.
It's because I'm emotional.
That's okay. It's okay to be
Friday
emotional.
night emotional like moments.
Friday night, and it won't be long. Got my high heels on and my turn it up. How does the song go?
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Drifting through the wind like a house of cards about to cave in. All the time. Boom, there we go. Got up
I think
here.
it's
That was hard.
important to like remember like the past and like where you were and where you come from and things like that. Like
Oop.
there's just so much tied to all of that. And I do feel like with the end of the year coming and like we've been talking more about like our goals for the new year and the next quarter and stuff like that. And it's just all amplified with all the people that we've met and have like inspired or helped us along the way as well.
It's kind of reinvigorating.
Absolutely.
Kinda like, especially like when things get a little low sometimes.
Like
just
last
kinda, like,
year.
think about and remember that. Yeah.
Like last year, the holidays were not a thing like for us, and like this year, having like being able to kind of, you know, let's do what we want to do. What's gonna make us happy? Let's figure that out. Like all of that has been, it's been a leading up like conversation to like all like now it's here. Let's do it. Let's have fun.
Exactly. You really have to take advantage of those moments that you can because you don't know how long it's going to be until the next one.
You don't know when one of us is gonna like drop dead.
True.
Like
I worry
that.
about that every day.
I do. Well, not like every day. Like like it's in the back of my mind for sure, and I want to make the best use of my time like on this earth like as I can. You know.
Whoa, it's big.
It's such a scary like dark thought, but it's true.
Hey, it's life. Well, I
And-
guess, you know. not.
Yeah, Kessler, I'm excited for you to beating all of the Assassin's Creed games as well. I feel like many have tried, but not all, like a lot of people have succeeded possibly with that. And you'd be the first person I know that has done that. And I can't wait to see like what other games and things you're going to bring to your channel, including Sonic Frontiers for the first time and a Sonic game for the first time, which I still find that crazy to believe like you've never played a Sonic game, but then like I had never played one either until like a couple years ago.
I'm guessing Kelser didn't grow up with a Sega Genesis nearby.
Neither did I.
Yeah, well, I got lucky. I had cousins who had them. I had an uncle who had one.
Sonic what?
Frontiers?
Frontiers. I grew up with Mario too. Yeah.
That's a pretty easy one. I can't think of... I feel like... Oh, I keep going through the text so fast. I'm reading it, but I don't know when she's gonna like ask me a question that I have to respond to.
Clicked on the stream by accident, so you don't want to be. I'm just kidding.
What about Frontiers? It's gonna be Kessler's first. And we're just kind
Yeah.
of like... I don't know, surprised but also understanding.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I'm excited for like his journey beyond like Assassin's Creed. You know.
Yeah, true. Can I just fall forever? Oh, I'm just gonna run. Okay.
So for those of y'all that do have like your own YouTube channels and like with content creation and stuff, do you have plans for like the new year and like what you want to do? So Kessler's got a lot of thumbnails ready to go for future games. Nice. I'm glad you have like a backlog of that. That's always good to have.
Pretty cool.
We've have definitely, we're in that same like we want to have a bunch in order beforehand as well, because it's just super helpful when you finally eventually get to it.
Oh, I can just climb this cliff, can I? I'm gonna try that.
And hey, Darth Frog, how are you doing this Friday evening?
Hey, welcome back.
Are you feeling better? Because I know you've been like under the weather this week. Hopefully, you are.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hyper says more videos, making more once your mental health isn't okay. Maybe some IRL content. I have no clue yet. Okay. Your strike should be over tomorrow. That's awesome. I'm glad it's the time period is almost there.
So close.
Yeah.
So very close.
So earlier we saw one of these that were green and now it's pink. Does that mean it's a shiny?
Actually, no.
Okay,
I'm so
done.
glad you brought it up. There was actually a side quest we did today about a group of guys arguing about it. They didn't know like what was real and what wasn't. So the Burmese are unique in that they will their appearance depends on like the environment that they're in. So if they're in like a city, they're gonna like accumulate like garbage around them.
Yeah.
Like as part of their like I guess like cocoon armor or whatever.
Some of those fruit look like ornaments in the tree, like more so than like a fruit.
We've seen this exact fruit, but like in different trees that aren't like covered in ice. Probably
Maybe.
why it stands out a little bit.
Or I'm just feeling Christmassy.
Yeah, that could be it.
And the snow.
Is this guy worth anything?
Love you too, Hyper. And Sonic fans will get that 8.5 or better 3D Sonic game. What do you mean? Like, better than Frontiers?
Which ones?
I don't know. Oh, like someday?
Oh, yeah, someday. Although, I am very excited. When we eventually play Frontiers, I'm interested in seeing where the modding community is at that point. Because I think that could be really cool. I would do some light modding. Like if it's fairly easy to do and it like makes really base improvements to the game, then yeah. But I'm not gonna like change. I'm not gonna go after mods like, oh, look at these custom levels and things like that. I'm not gonna do that.
So to this day, like, have we played any modded games on the channel, Doza?
We played Fear. That was modded. That was mostly just
and by
like
we, that was you.
Graphics and textures and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was gonna say I don't think we have yet, but that makes sense.
Yeah, there's been the occasional mod here and there, but they're not always like super important to like bring up. That kind of thing. Sometimes it's just like an efficiency thing, like more of a back end, because like nothing like makes a game come to a screeching halt, like a really long loading screen or something like that kind of thing.
Yeah. And that's awesome, Kessler. I'm glad you're getting the views, regardless of that restriction there. Yeah, sometimes it's like you can appeal those age restrictions, possibly, like, depending on the content. We actually had like a Nintendo Mario 1 restricted once, and we're like, really? This is like a game for kids, like, kind of thing. Or for anybody, right? Of all ages. And we appealed it, put in the right verbiage, and like they took it away.
We also changed the title.
Yeah, sometimes it could be like something like a tag or a title or something that triggers it too.
That could be a reason.
Yeah.
It won't, and it's weird because it won't like get flagged right away.
Wait, there's another Sonic game coming out in 13 days, like Sonic Prime?
What? No, Sonic Prime is the Netflix thing, isn't it?
The show. Right. Okay, I was like, no way. Like, they're not even gonna let Frontiers like have some time to shine.
Classic Sega.
Sonic Prime has no Sally or Bunny from what Shadow's seen.
No.
That is sad.
They're like my favorite female characters besides Rouge.
Sally is an icon for TV comic media. Well, we'll see what happens. I've never seen a Sonic like show before. Are we watching this one? Was it on our list?
We saw part of the first episode, the one with Sally in it.
Yeah.
So like it's not like completely foreign to us, yeah.
Okay.
But again, it was only like the part of like the first episode, so it's not like it really had any lasting power. We didn't really have time to like get invested.
Oh, you know why a character lost his hand. Okay, I mean that makes sense.
Oh,
that can be pretty traumatic
there
to
you
watch.
Go. Oh.
Yeah, Noosh, you are watching
yes.
Sonic. I like her. I directed that question at Doza because like we obviously try to watch certain things together, and we're like planning out December because there's a lot of stuff coming out. Something that no one probably really cares about, who knows, but like there's this little show like about Gudetama, one of the Sanrio characters. Sanrio being like the same makers of like Hello Kitty. I really love Gudetama, and Netflix is doing this thing with Gudetama, and I'm really excited, but like I don't think anyone else well, anyone else I know is, because I've never met anyone else who's like obsessed with Gudetama like I am. It's this little egg, like squishy lazy egg, and it's so cute, and yeah.
Oh, that's still super adorable, like just based off of that even, you know?
Yeah. Sorry, Throg, that's a difficult thing to navigate. Concern for parents' relationship. I'm so sorry that you're like kind of having to deal with that. I hope all works out, but these things happen.
Well, whatever happens, I'm sure they care about you deeply.
Regardless, yeah.
I don't know your situation specifically, but yeah. Oh, God. There's always gonna be... Wait, what are these? Hold on.
Is it like a Kinder Surprise egg? No, like it's legit an egg. Like,
You're an egg.
Look up... Okay. Look up Gudetama, like Sanrio Gudetama, and it's just this lazy egg character that Sanrio created, and it's a mood. Like, I don't know how to explain. It's like the egg, like a yolk, and like the white part, like the egg. I don't know how else to explain it.
I don't either, now that I'm thinking about it.
I'm gonna look it up to see how they describe Gudetama. See.
Oh, that was close.
Gudetama is a cartoon character produced by the Japanese company Sanrio. The character is an egg yolk whose main traits are laziness and sadness, and I really can resonate with that.
Laziness and sadness.
Yeah.
That's
because
that's
I'm
exactly right.
So the reason I can relate with that is because I am not lazy. I'm the opposite of lazy, and I'm always very, very productive, always have to be doing something, and I don't know how to relax. So when I see Gudetama, like, it's like gives me that vibes of I should be more like Gudetama. I should relax. You know? Like, be lazy, like chill out the way he does. And then, you know, the sadness, obviously, like, my life's been hard. But, you know, everyone has sadness as they do joyness or happiness or all of the other emotions and feelings. But I just really relate to this little dude.
I don't know why, but when you were saying sadness, like, I was so in on that word. And then you said joyness, and I'm like...
That's not a word.
It didn't feel natural to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, but Gudetama is really, really cute. I struggle when Doza tells me to relax or step away. I almost get offended sometimes. Yeah. She glares at me. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what am I supposed to do? It's so hard for me. Like, my form of relaxation is sleeping in on the weekends. Like, that's nice, sleeping in. But sometimes I feel like as I'm getting older, I don't even sleep in like I used to. I remember in like high school on a Saturday, I would end up sleeping into like noon or 1. And now as a young adult, my body is like telling me like, hey, you're going to wake up naturally regardless of your alarm. And it's like 7:30 in the morning on a Saturday. I'm like, what? But in that case, I just try to at least have a slow morning. And for me, the only way to have a slow morning is like, you know, make a leisurely breakfast and like watch something like a movie that's going to make you like sit in one place for a little while so I can at least relax and not have to. But even then I start working on my phone. I have a problem. Hi, my name is Noosh and I don't know how to relax.
Hi, Noosh.
The first step is admitting it.
You'll get there. It's a journey.
I hope so. I'm sorry that your cat's annoying you and getting into everything, Shadow. Now they're both getting into everything.
Oh, that's adorable. Someone who doesn't have to live with that.
Yeah.
Can't relate.
My social battery. I like that you said your social battery in that sense, Hyper. It's important to listen to that battery and listen to yourself. Yeah.
Whoa. I hope Ursaring can just one-shot. I'm not even concerned about trying to catch these. I just want to figure out this freaking puzzle.
I very much think that it's my parents who instilled this work ethic in me as well, too. But I think it's a little more intensive a work ethic that's been needed for, like, maintaining a healthy balance sometimes. It's a big difference that Doza and I have actually had in our upbringings that we have clashed heads on before. Because sometimes, like, I'll say, hey, maybe we can take a break and do, like, I'll tell Doza, maybe after we finish this task, like, we can take a break. But the break for me is, like, let's work on Noosh and Doza's stuff, or let's work on something around here. It's not, like, an actual break to do something fun. And to this day, I still struggle with, like, oh, I need to rephrase this. Like, hey, maybe after we finish this task, we can move on to Noosh and Doza's stuff, not take a break. Like, that's not a break. You're still working. Doza cracks up about that.
Oh, it's so funny.
Being the receiving end of that. Oh, goodness.
What the hell is this puzzle?
What's our favorite emoji? Oh, I remember this one time.
I know Noosh's favorite emoji.
Which one?
The upside down smiley.
Oh, lately I've been using that again. But no, like I have a bunch of them. Like I have a sweat smiley face. I have the upside down emoji.
Yeah,
I use
true.
hearts a lot, or like the smiley face with a bunch of hearts around it. There's one of the basic smiley faces that I use
Rock,
quite
ice,
often.
and steel.
There was a time in Discord that we all like had posted like what our most common emojis are, because like I don't know about Android, but Apple phones or iPhones like show you what you've used. Or even Discord has like emojis that you use the most often. Those are fun to look at, especially because you have a wide array of like different servers you may be in that you have ability to use different emojis and stuff, or for that server. Because like in our server, we use the Doza thumbs up one, we use the Poggers globs, the meme globs, and then like a bunch of other things in between. I love emojis.
Comes up.
Yeah, I remember. So yesterday during stream, we found out that our emoji reactions don't get notification. Like it doesn't send a notification to people, which I didn't realize or whatever. So like it's kind of funny that that's how we kind of communicate a little bit, since having to reply to every single message is difficult, and we want to at least acknowledge things if we can. So that's how I do it. And Hyper is probably already gone at this point, but totally understandable because she's hanging out with friends but also wants to be here. Like, it's, you know.
Oh, you know,
we get it.
It's tough, like, juggling different circles.
Yeah, pop in, pop out. That's fine by us.
Did this work?
And that's a big one,
Ooh.
Kessler. Like, your brain going into creative mode. Totally resonate with that. I constantly, like, when I see, like, watch a movie or watch a show or, like, play a game or anything, I'm constantly have ideas. And the way Doza and I, like, share ideas with each other in the moment sometimes is we'll just text each other the idea so we don't forget it, so we can organize it later. We also have, like, we share, like, a Microsoft OneNote, like, account that we can both collaborate with. And that's been super helpful to add ideas in the organized, like, places. But sometimes it's easier to just text each other and put it in the right place later.
True.
Like, because in the moment, you're just like, gotta write this down or else it'll, like, pass us. Like, even over dinner tonight, when we were eating, we were watching an old school episode of a show, and, like, that has, like, holiday vibes in it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just got an idea for a video. And I was like, Dozo,
You
quick.
have to jot that down real quick, yeah.
Write it down so it doesn't pass me, because I
Nice.
think it's such a great idea.
Rock. Steel. Ice, rock, steel. Just open window. Ice, rock, steel.
Being alone sometimes can be very nice. Like, to be able to, like, self-reflect and
Ice,
do
rock,
things.
steel,
Like,
rock, ice.
it just depends. I'm glad that you don't mind it at all, except for sometimes.
Ice.
With Doza and I, like, we
Rock.
barely really do get complete alone time,
Steel.
since we
Rock.
obviously do Noosh and Doza together. We have a business together. We live together.
Yes.
But I mean, we still make sure, like, we get our self-care time and stuff.
Yeah, it's just it's the big thing is being able to recognize a moment when you can take advantage of that, because it's so easy to, like, let those moments go by in favor of, like, other things, because
Yeah.
life's a whirlwind.
It's also important to be able to hang out with yourself. I think
Yeah.
that's something that many people struggle with. I've never really had a problem with it. I've solo traveled. I've done a lot of things by myself. Even growing up, like, I've had to live by myself a lot. Like, when my parents would travel for work and things, and it was different. Like, I remember, like, even in, like, high school, like, my friends and stuff would be like, oh, like, you know, we have family dinner every single night. I'm like, oh, what's that like? Because my parents, yeah, we did have family dinners and things, but it wasn't every single night. Like, there was always something going on, or, you know, they weren't in town, and I was, like, navigating all that on my own. But I had a really busy schedule. I was very productive, had a lot of extracurriculars, so, like, I didn't really feel alone, even though sometimes, you know, it does hit. Are you doing a puzzle or something?
I've been doing puzzles this whole conversation.
How's it been going? Because you're not really the best at puzzles, but you got it.
It's very simple.
Okay.
I write down the order, or I just mumble to myself the order of, like, the statues that I see based on whatever symbol they have, and then I just press those panels in that order, like, as you
Gotcha.
progress through the hallways. I think maybe, hopefully that was the last one, and I can. Oh, hello. He's gonna run away.
Hello, Mr. Pokemon,
Oh,
running
God.
at me. He has, like, the
So
long
fast.
legs, too.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I can get a jump on this guy. This is a pretty strong Pokemon because it's a psychic fighting. And don't really like our best fighting Pokemon right now is Mr. Hooters.
Yeah.
So like, what if this wouldn't replace them?
Looks
We already
like-
have grass.
Looks like you've got a routine down there, Darth Frog. Is like the church part associated with like school too? Like church, homework, video games, YouTube?
Ooh, that was close.
YouTube is a big part of our schedule. Not just the streaming aspect, but watching it too.
Absolutely.
It's nice to decompress with some like videos at the end of the day for us. What is that face? Like, what are you doing?
Ah! No. What does that do?
Just church. Oh, okay. So school on top of that. Gotcha. Have we played Titanfall
Oh, damn
2? That's a Doza question.
No. The closest I've played to Titanfall 2 is playing Apex Legends.
Which is free to play.
Yeah,
But we enjoy Overwatch more.
true. Is Titanfall 2 on PC?
Oh, Doza and I actually played Overwatch last night a little bit. And he finally
I finally hit gold.
in
DPS damage.
Overwatch
Overwatch 2 in competitive mode. Yes, I finally hit gold. Oh my god.
Remember yesterday when he was talking about how, because I had shared that I hit gold with support and healing, he had talked about like he's stuck in like silver and bronze. So the fact that he got into gold competitively with DPS, I'm so freaking proud of him.
Thank you. I'm very ecstatic about it. I put in a lot of effort. You know, I tried really hard, and it got really rocky there. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but
It's true.
we made it work.
This season is almost over. It's
Level
actually going to be done on
70.
Tuesday. This first season of Overwatch 2. So we were trying to get our last wins in to get our ranking. I have completed my DPS ranking, which I'm still in silver, but I haven't done it a second time like Doza has. And then I'm in gold for healing and support. I haven't finished my tank like ratings yet though. I still need to win 2 more games as a tank, but I never like I always queue up for all of them for the most part, and then like I never get the tank, or I'm a really bad tank and I like don't do good. What is hitting gold in Overwatch? So doing right, Overwatch like has different play modes. There's a competitive game mode that will actually rank you. It'll tell you where you fall. It goes from like bronze, silver, gold to platinum
Yes.
to like higher than that basically. And it's based on when you play competitively, you select which like role you want to queue up for in the same way you would do like a quick play match. You would, you know, pick either damage, support, or tank, and then based on how you do, you have to get like 8 wins.
You have to get 7 wins
7
or
wins.
20 losses.
You have to get 7 wins or 20 losses before you can get your rank. So once you've done 7 wins as one of the roles, then it tells you where you stand amongst the other player bases.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool.
I really like it. I really enjoy the competitive mode. Oh damn it.
I got into competitive first, actually, like when with Overwatch, the first like Overwatch 1, I guess, back in like a few years ago, and then Doza finally joined me in on it. So like it's been really exciting with this new Overwatch 2 to do like our rankings and stuff together.
Go banana.
I think it's a lot better to work and play with people that you can really synergize with, because like now with 5, you know, characters and heroes in a match, like you only really need 2 people to work really well together as a team, even if you have a bunch of randos on the rest of it. Though I've always had a dream of wanting like an actual squad, a whole team to like practice with and to really just crush and dominate in the game.
It would be really cool to have that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe someday.
We'll see. Darth Frog's been playing Terraria so much. This looks like Skeletron's dungeon too. Oh, that's funny. I mean, this kind of is like a dungeon.
It really is, yeah. This is like the first dungeon that it wasn't a cave.
It's been giving me like Zelda vibes, which is why I was like, are you doing a freaking puzzle right now? And like all this other stuff. Like this is an enemy. Like this is basically a, you know.
Catch, please. Oh
Why
my god,
not?
why is this so impossible? I just want to catch this so that we can go, because it's a cool Pokemon.
Do you have to catch
It's
it?
level 70. No, technically not. but it's here. It's here for a reason.
Okay. Well, I'll try.
What does this do? Throws spin. Oh, this is just attention. Is there anything that's gonna help me catch it? Nope. We just have attention things. What does this one do? It will gather wherever a lump of salt is. Yeah. Blue celery with legs. That's pretty good. I didn't even think about that.
I like celery.
I like legs.
Okay.
And the
that
color
can be
blue.
taken in so many different ways.
Take it however you want.
Chicken legs. You do love your drumstick.
That's true, I do.
You know, we always talk about the things Doza like didn't eat before. When I met him, I would not eat any chicken on a bone. But
Why not?
now, I just never like did. Well, first of all, I was mostly vegetarian when I met you. And then
I'm gonna
like
give this one
when I
more try.
added chicken into my life and seafood as well, like I like to, with chicken specifically, I like bite-sized pieces or like a chicken breast that I can cut up myself kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I never ate off the bone until like all my wings were boneless. And then
Those are just chicken nuggets.
I know. And then once Doza was in my life, he's like worked on it with me and he's like, just try it. And like I do enjoy like eating chicken off bones sometimes. Gotta be in the mood for it though.
Come on. Forget it. We're leaving. Moving on.
And see, yeah, because well, that's how I felt too, Doom Guy. But Doza really enjoys eating off the bones. So, like, you know, compromises are had in relationships, especially when you don't want to cook 2 separate meals all the time.
Yeah, true.
Though sometimes we still like cater to like how Doza loves spaghetti, but I like bite-sized pasta. So we like we'll make the same everything else, like the protein, the veggies, the sauce, and then we'll just do the different types of pasta with it. Hey, look, person.
She's the one who keeps flying away.
Why
And
does
we
she
have to
keep
like
flying
follow
away?
her. I think it's to like test our merit, test our might, see if we're worthy. See, gonna
Or
take us
she'll
on.
smite.
Or she'll smite. Exactly.
That was a really good rhyme.
Oh no, we're gonna have. Oh wait, what Pokemon did she have? What is she? What did she say she had? Uh-oh.
Wingless bones are super good. You like, you know, with the right flavor, with the right spice level, right dipping sauces. Like, I like having wing nights.
Wait, wingless bones? Excuse me?
Oh, boneless wings. Yeah, that reminds me of like cheese cream and cream cheese. Like, it's fine. I understood what you were saying, and that's what matters. Also, what's happening here with all these big Pokemon?
I don't know. Like, I have to fight. Do I have to fight all 3 of these at once?
Are we supposed to be here? Like, can we handle this?
Well, these are level 30. This dude's level 50. I'm wondering if I should just take out the weaker guys.
Do what you think you're supposed to do, I guess.
I guess it... Okay,
Height, run. Those are your options.
these are super effective, so yeah, I'll use this one in the quick version of that.
Low-key, like, I know we had dinner, but I'm getting hungry again.
Well, we have more.
And we technically did skip breakfast today.
We've eaten very little today, that's true.
Yeah.
Agile style, poison gas. Oh, and then am I gonna get like wombo comboed here?
Once we like woke up, we went straight into like work mode,
Oh,
and
took that punch in the gut.
I feel like we didn't eat our first meal until like
Oh, and the
3:30
poison.
today. Yeah.
What the heck is all these turns? You were saying?
We didn't eat our first meal until 3:30 in the afternoon today. That's really bad. We need
I
to do
know.
better. Like, realizing that now, like, dang.
It's tough.
It is.
How are you gonna handle this? Oh god.
How am I going to handle this is I want to do better. I just said that.
No, I know. I know. We'll do better, maybe.
We're going to try our best, but, you know, life happens, and that's okay.
Mud slap on this guy.
I'll slap some mud.
You'll slap some mud, alright.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
This move is like so goated. Oh, except when they do crap like that. It's not fair.
Life isn't fair, Doza. Deal with it.
Just like this 3v1 nonsense. Ooh, that's a fighting move. Oh, we tank those. Yo.
We take those so good.
Oh, but if we get hit by another series of that, it might be bad for us. Why do you get to go again? What? It's not looking great.
No, it really isn't.
No. We're gonna just throw you in here, Bitey. I hope you can hold your own. I should just be using like strong attacks of whatever it is that I'm doing.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. Is this gonna be better? If I do strong style, maybe it lowers speed. That could help. Let's try that. This should kill the Magnum Mar or whatever the hell it is. Oh god. Yes. Okay. Alright, it's just the right period now.
And hello and good night, Comfy. Thanks for stopping by. We hope you're having a great Friday.
Absolutely.
And hey, Potato, you're so sweet. Welcome back. How is our Spud Bud today?
Good evening. It's good to see you.
Yes, and Darth Rug, losing weight while being sick is a really weird feeling. I hope you're on the mend and doing better, hopefully soon.
Definitely being sick. A lot of common ailments affect, what do you call it? Appetite.
Fluctuation of your appetite, your weight, all of that, all of the above.
If you have a fever and you're just like sweating it out, like that could also
Like
contribute.
Remember how we felt like after getting our COVID shot?
Yes.
I never want to feel that again, but like it's important to get your vaccines.
True. It's better than the alternative.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you dealt with that okay?
Yeah, like it was scary there for a second, but Bitey really came through for us and, you know, kind of cleaned up.
That's good.
Cleaned up the little mess that was made. Alright, now that we've beaten her, what's next? We've made it to the top of this, like, temple, I guess?
Ooh, we're outside again in the wonderful snow. Oh, that's a looker.
What, do we have to kill this now?
It's our colors on top, like for the feathers.
Oh, I didn't revive my Pokemon, and yeah, it does look pretty cool. It's kind of like fire, almost.
Yeah, we have seen Good Mythical Morning.
Let's see, not very effective, not very effective.
We're not like
Bird,
regular watchers, but we've definitely seen some of their videos and things.
I've been enjoying their YouTube shorts lately.
Yes.
They're pretty funny guys. Hurricane, that's 4 times effective against us, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what that was. Okay, let's just keep brute forcing it until we kill this. Brute force. Let's go. We're gonna go hit him with the I think this will kill. Flame wheel, powered up, strong style. Let's go.
So, like, ironic that Zoomgar brings it up today in chat, and you just discovered them yesterday.
Welcome to a new world.
Yeah.
Of Rhett and Link.
Zoomgar, we saw your for that moment of my reaction with Hooter, you like put that timestamp and like commented.
Why
We're a
did I just
little
answer?
behind on YouTube comments. We'll be replying this weekend at some point, but it was really funny to see that you put that moment there.
Oh, look, we got the same flute sound.
I just really loved Mr. Hooter, like, you know, when he was little owlet rowlet.
If I could make it work, I would have. But Rowlet would have to be like by now, like maybe level 80.
You gotta do what's best for your game.
Our game.
Our game.
We beat these games together.
I know, but what I meant is like you're the one who knows the strat here. Like I'm kind of here for the ride.
True.
Sometimes I name a Pokemon. Sometimes I talk about other things. I'm here with you forever, hopefully.
That's the plan.
Yes. Always and forever.
Amen.
One of our clients actually, like, for a couple Christmases ago, gifted us this basically wall art that has like our real names on it, like, but in this case we'll just say like New Shindoza, and then underneath it says always and forever, and it's really sweet gift. It was a really nice gift too. We have it proudly on our wall because like where else are we gonna put it, right? And
Mhm.
but like it was so thoughtful and so sweet. But I'm like wondering, like always and forever, like such a. It's true though. I
It's
do
a
love
very-
you
it's
always from forever.
It's very traditional, and in that way, it's charming.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how Link looks so young, but has gray hair.
I think he's a dad too.
That dad bod though.
I think they're pretty in shape. I mean, I know that like Rhett's like really tall, so I don't know. I don't know their physique.
Oh, Link from Good.
Yes.
I don't know why I was thinking of Legend of Zelda Link, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I think Link's kind of tall in there too.
The first Link I ever think of is always gonna be Legend of Zelda, regardless.
No, that's fair. We unlocked flying.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We got our own personal hang glider.
Remember when we glided in Minecraft over the weekend?
For the first time ever, yes.
Yeah, that was a mood. And now you're gliding in this game? Oh, that's pretty. That's cool. The classic car racing noise.
Yeah, well, how else do you think this
you-
thing propels?
Did you ever make those like noises when like playing with like NASCAR like cars or whatever? The Daytona, what is it?
Hot Wheels?
Hot Wheels, that. Oh my gosh.
The
I went from
Daytona.
NASCAR to Daytona to There's that Daytona arcade game. We always race
true.
on that classic one when we go to the arcade.
I like the one on the Nintendo 64 the most. I think
There's
it's
a
like
Daytona on the Nintendo
I don't know.
64?
It's like a California thing, or I can't
California.
think of I can't think of the name.
I don't know either. I remember
Oh,
that we
no.
had a like my brother and I growing up, we had a Daytona game, the classic one that's actually technically the arcade game, but on the computer. It was like a PC CD-ROM type game.
I'm trying to figure out how to fly. I missed it. I can't get up there now.
Are you up to date on meme culture? When it comes to memes, Doza definitely is up to date on the culture a lot more than I am.
What are you gonna reference specifically?
Yeah, I guess like test us out.
Little pop quiz.
Yeah, if you ever watch any earlier like playthroughs and streams on the channel, like I was so I knew what a meme was, and I know some common like popular ones, but as new ones come out, like I was never in the know until this community would like share them in Discord or tell us about them and be like, you gotta know this meme.
Yeah.
It's been a collective educational experience from all of y'all teaching us about the meme culture.
Blue lobster.
I mean, I know blue lobsters are rare, but the specific meme, I'm not so sure.
Maybe RuneScape has blue lobsters, but no, I can't. I can't think of a meme about a lobster right now. Guess we're not so in it, huh?
I'm just riding on my bike and blank. Finish the sentence.
I'm just riding on my bike and what up? I got a big heart. I don't know.
Blue lobster is the new Rickroll. I did not know that. No one's Rickrolled us with a blue lobster.
Well, that's if you're gonna say that like that's only if you're gonna admit that stick bug didn't exist, because I feel like the most recent Rickroll was stick bug.
Well, Doom Guy's also saying blue lobster is like the gnome Rickroll jump scare thing.
Oh, he got gnomed.
Oh, but like you got blue lobstered.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, I can see that. But
I think
like,
there was a brief time where like, oh, you got dancing roached or something.
I guess so.
The little
Yeah, I've seen
RGB
it.
roach. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. There's like, there's just so many memes to really keep up. Memes and puns, not really something that like I'm gonna go out of my way to keep up with, but if it comes across my path or you guys share it, I'll be like, okay, neat.
I feel like more than ever, some memes these days, it's like, it's only funny once you've seen it like several times, and then it becomes funny.
So stick a blue lobster at the end of a clip and it's funny. So like just put it into, I guess like I see when people like do stuff like that into like their videos or content that they create, And it's funny. It reminds me of like when we are like, I used to create videos on another YouTube channel with one of my friends. And when we did that, we would always put in a spaghetti cat like clip into our videos like randomly because we could not stop laughing at spaghetti cat.
Spaghetti cat?
Yeah.
What is that?
Cat.
What is spaghetti cat?
I've shown you this before.
I'm sure you have.
And plus, you've seen all the videos I've made. So like,
no,
cat.
I know, but like, I can't think of what this spaghetti cat thing is.
Oh, look, it's on Know Your Meme. It was from 2008.
Oh.
Part of a series. So yeah, let's see.
Oh, this is like around the same time as like Business Cat.
Okay. Yeah, what's Business Cat? I don't know about that.
You don't know Business Cat?
Stop.
Oh,
There's
how do
like
you not know?
million cats.
How do you not know Business Cat? All y'all know about Business Cat, right? It was one of those like original meme templates where it's just like two different colors,
Oh, okay.
the picture of something, and then like
A still image of a cat was sitting before a large plate of spaghetti was abruptly shown on a screen, like during a news like broadcast, before the video cut back to the woman discussing binge drinking and drunk driving, like on the news. Puzzled by irrelevant nature of the footage and lack of explanation from the host, this on-air incident was featured on Ease the Soup and subsequently spread throughout the web. So like in that same way,
okay.
we would randomly put in like a spaghetti cat into some of the videos that we did. So yeah.
I could see how that went viral. That would go viral today, extremely.
Yeah.
Oh, Piano Cat, that one's an OG.
Piano cat. Yeah. There's so many cat ones for sure.
Cats are very viral. They have a lot. They have a high factor of virality.
Sometimes we see like, you know, videos that people put out of like their cat just literally walking from one side of the room to the other, and it has like millions more views than say like one of our videos that we put hours of work into.
You never know what's gonna pop off. Like
Yeah.
that's the one video that Markiplier really doesn't like of his.
Really?
He's the one who did the where you just like mask out like a cat's mouth and you just like put your mouth behind it, so it looks like the cat has like a realistic mouth, and he just would say meow meow, like remember that, right?
Yeah.
And that one has like millions and millions and millions of views versus like, you know, maybe a Heist Markiplier. Like comparatively.
Which he worked really hard on, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Look up Blue Lobster meme. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that to see what that's all about.
Ooh, piece of eternal ice. Okay, interesting. Ice beloved by the Lord of Tundra. Alright.
I'm really glad Know Your Meme exists.
Me
Like the
too.
website, or else how would I know? So the Blue Lobster, also known as the Blue Lobster jump scare or getting lobstered, is a meme character and image macro of a blue lobster, also known as cotton candy lobster, that appears as a jump scare at the end of viral videos, being bait and switch media trend called getting lobstered. Additionally, when the blue lobster appears, a high-pitched ear rape version of box okay. I don't like when videos do that, especially like when I'm just trying to chill at the end of the night, like when they just put on the really loud like screeching music or something like that and change it up. It bothers me.
I don't mind screechy music if it's not loud. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like, that way I
but
get
not
that-
in the
'cause-
middle of something wholesome or something else I'm trying to watch.
No.
It pisses me off.
If it comes out of nowhere, I really don't like it. But if it's accompanying like a clip that supports the like mood of the music that's being played, then yeah, like it's fine as long as like my ears don't bleed from it. Like something sounding terrible isn't really gonna bother me unless it's too loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But if it came out of nowhere, I would absolutely hate that. That'd be the
Like,
worst.
You know, like the videos when like there's like a creepy crawly something coming at you, or someone's throwing something at you and it feels like it's being thrown at you in real life through the screen. I will throw my phone. And I have thrown my phone, or I've dropped it, or I've hurt myself. Like it just happens.
I've also tended to do that, except I freak out my entire body. And
Yeah.
I've actually like
Legit jump scared.
I've been legit jump scare where I actually
Yeah.
like jump.
And I know it's meant to annoy you, but like I would rather spend my time like not being annoyed, you know? It's just like my preference would be to not be annoyed and not be trolled. Like A little bit of trolling's fine.
Blue Luster gives me vibes of that one song by Lady Gaga, the one where she's like, ho, 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 ho.
That's the vibe you
Like,
get?
so I sometimes hear like distorted, loud versions of just that part, like, going along with like a reaction image or something.
Super Hot is on the game list.
Yes.
It's been suggested quite a bit. A while ago, there was this idea that we had talked about here on the stream with, well, someone had like given us idea too based on their comments. Basically, like a way that we can have like a list publicly shown somewhere, like in Discord or on our website or something, where people can kind of react to it to show like how many people are wanting this specific game. So it can give us a good gauge, because like having to like tally and like look at each game every single time someone recommends it's a little bit hard to keep track of. Most of the time it's like, oh, we hear this a lot, like this person or multiple people have said this game, so that's why I remember it.
That'd be way easier to keep track of.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out an easy way to organize it, because I love organizing, which is one of the earlier topics of tonight.
Oh god, trying to remember all the buttons and not trying to kill myself here. It'd be interesting to see like if people are still interested in something.
Yeah.
Because like there can be varying amounts of time between like somebody who's like really into suggesting a specific game versus when we're actually able to like get to it or even get it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm curious about. I wouldn't know how to set something like that up.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, we want to be as transparent as possible about like what games we do have and like what is coming up. Coming up is a little different because we could say soon, but you never know how soon it's gonna be. You don't know what life events might happen. You don't know like, you know, how long a certain game's gonna take. For instance, this Pokemon game, like Pokemon games are a lot longer than other games, and you should play Pokemon Legends Arceus. Ha ha ha.
Hey.
Like, it just, there's so many factors and variables that go into it that we try our best to kind of figure out if we can. And we give as much notice as we possibly can too for like the upcoming games. Right now with the holiday season, like, yes, this is a long game. We have a short co-op game after this that's in the Mario realm.
This is a Pokemon?
Avalugg?
Why is it so, why are we fighting a Zelda boss?
I don't know.
Okay.
Good luck.
We're fighting a giant ice bug. Oh my god, why can't I get off of here?
There is a list of
What
all
is
the
this?
games that we've played.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Well, when do I have an opening to throw stuff at him? And he's so far away. Did it hit him? Yes. Oh, what's gonna happen? Oh no. He's freeze drying me.
Not the freeze dry.
Oh my god. So oppressive. Oh my god. Okay. Oh no. I'm already one hit from dying. Can I use a potion on myself? I guess not. Okay, let's see. Oh, he's doing a thing.
He might kill you.
He might.
You know in Animal Crossing when you like get fainted or whatever and they have to take you back to your like home or something?
Yeah.
Like, what if that was a thing here and you have to go all the way back to the village and then trek your way back?
That sounds... No, thank you.
Bring in a Mario pipe to get me to the next place, please. And yeah, 134 games. So like once we finish this one, yeah, Pokemon Arceus LB 135.
I can't believe it.
I think by the end of the year, maybe we'll hit 138. Maybe, I don't know, because we do have Marvel Spider-Man, which is a bit of a longer game as well.
Marvel Spider-Man is gonna be interesting. I haven't played anything from Spider-Man like basically ever.
We also have some Zelda games coming up early in the new year with Hyrule Warrior Age of Calamity and then Breath of the Wild, because we're trying to play a bunch of games where it kind of schedules out so we can start Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on the day it releases, which is May 12th of 2023. It feels far away, but it's going to go by pretty quickly, I have a feeling.
I think so.
Yeah. While Super Hot has been recommended and it's on our list of suggested games, there's no really any indication or plan that we have of when it might be yet.
Currently, nothing planned.
Yeah. But good to know that it has a good story, because my favorite games have been a good story-based game that we can like have deep conversations about, which is why I've enjoyed like the Life is Strange series, which we still need to revisit for True Colors. Uncharted series, following like Treasure Hunters, basically. We finished Nathan Drake's base arc, but there are other characters and sequels that we can't wait to dive into.
That's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
It'll be nice being back in that world.
Yep. And Hollow Knight, since Darth's mentioning that it's our most popular game, yeah, I think for the live streams for the playthrough, it definitely is. We want to revisit that game as well, because we never finished the second Pantheon, and it's been over a year for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know when we're gonna do it. Gotta go finish that up, but like I feel like Doze is gonna need to like
I'm definitely gonna need to
skills out.
re-familiarize myself. Yeah, for sure.
Try to refresh himself, and then like maybe even practice off stream a little bit in that practice area. Right?
Yeah.
Before, just to make sure to get the groove of things again, because I feel like Hollow Knight, the repetition, the patterns, all of that's very important.
You really gotta know where your buttons are.
You played 10 minutes of Hollow Knight and didn't like it? The first 10 minutes can be a little bit slow when you're learning everything, like the tutorial.
I mean, I think that's true for any Metroidvania. Like, you literally are at your weakest of the whole game.
Yeah.
Like, if exploring doesn't really interest you, then like I could see how like the beginning of the game like maybe like kind of loses you a bit. Oh god. Oh, these are much slower. What the heck? I've almost killed this guy.
We don't have a VR, and there are no like immediate future plans of getting one. So, but good to know and cool to know that there's a VR version.
Super Hot?
Yeah. I still think it's crazy that there's a like Among Us VR.
Yeah.
Like,
I've seen some clips, and
is it good?
it looks funny, but I could be I mean, it looks pretty good. It could be the context of like what the clips are. There's literally this guy who all he does is play Among Us VR, and he just screams, like screams at he'll just whisper to somebody, like he'll be like, "I'm the imposter," and then it's usually a little kid, because for some reason parents let their kids
Play VR.
play VR games, because I guess Among Us is cute. I don't know. And he'll just start like the moment the kid's like, everybody, like so and so's the imposter, he'll just start screeching at them, and then they'll start screaming, and it's at first it was kind of funny, but then I kept seeing clips of him doing that. And I'm like, oh. Oh, so this is all there is, huh? But when I first saw it, it was hilarious.
I haven't really seen any VR clips. I've only seen like obviously highlights of the original thing. Darth seems to have seen the exact same one that you're talking about.
Yeah, like the kid starts crying. It's so funny.
So I'm really glad that you revisited Undertale. I still remember our first playthrough of Undertale on the channel. And first time ever, it was a blind run for me completely. I had a reaction to like when it was the end of the tutorial. I was like, is that really just a tutorial? Like, I had one of those moments. So I could see how like it's like, nah fam, I'm not gonna go through this again. But really, the story, the music, the storytelling, all of it is very captivating, and I do look forward to when we can revisit and get the completed version of Deltarune. Yeah.
I haven't heard anything on the Deltarune front.
I know, like, well, during October, the anniversary and stuff of that, there's always like something that Toby Fox puts out, but I mean, I don't mind waiting because you know it's going to be epic. We've already seen a couple of chapters and played it, and you know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, a lot of fan bases are gonna have like the really overly intense, like terrible people. Like every fan base has those. Like the fan base has no impact on how much I enjoy like certain things.
No, don't let other people spoil your fun. Like have your, you know, whatever you perceive of this thing, like enjoy it to its fullest for yourself. Or not, if it's not your cup of tea.
And I have an idea of what you mean by never search Undertale fan art. I can't think of why anything else wouldn't also like you wouldn't say that about anything else, you know?
Yeah,
like never search, I don't know, like Pokemon fan art.
Yeah,
like this is an example, right?
We've actually done Pokemon and Undertale fan art.
What completely nice, wholesome fan art?
Like our taste of fan art, kind of like what we want to do with our art style.
Yeah.
But
Undertale,
there's always going to
Legend
be
of
bad
Zelda.
fan art out there, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't mean just bad artistically, like I mean like inappropriate or like cursed or whatever. It's not gonna, every art is not gonna appease everyone's taste.
Oh, you know what fan art isn't like that?
What?
But that is like horrific.
What?
I think the artist's name, the creator's name is named Lumpy Touch, and he's the one who does the like creepy Garfield things.
Yeah.
Like those are so grotesque, but like beautiful. Like to have the mind space and to have like the ideas of like, and also the artistical talent of like making something that's gonna like have people react to it in such a visceral way.
Yeah, to push the boundaries that far, like to have,
Yes, that's what's so great about Garfield, or what people have done with Garfield, pushing those boundaries.
He ain't just this like lasagna loving lazy Monday Garfield the cat. Like
He's become so much more, and just an absolute titan. Anyways, I think I'm gonna head over there. I think I'm gonna head over there, and then we'll call it for tonight.
Yeah?
What do you think?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Where am I going? Do I go back home?
At least there's a balance of the amazing versus the not so, you know.
True, yeah. I mean, there's always gonna be a range. Doesn't matter what.
So
that's the internet for you.
This tells you like all of your missions and things. So you have the full map.
Wow. I don't have whatever's down here.
Oh, okay.
So there's still like a mountain range, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It makes me think, right? Because there's like a light line in between each area.
So you haven't been there, but you've been everywhere else?
I've been everywhere else.
Wow.
And I guess whatever this is, I don't know. It's probably not anything. I just need to get back right now and then get through the dialogue, and there you go. Whatever else is probably the rest of the game.
Do you think that maybe we'll finish on Wednesday?
We might finish on Wednesday. We may,
or Wednesday, Thursday, because we don't need to rush it. I'm curious for planning purposes, as I do.
I'm thinking if we go longer on Wednesday, yes, but definitely Wednesday, Thursday for sure.
Okay.
I don't know what the rest of the game is if I don't have to like explore multiple areas. True, we could.
And yeah, it looks like we're almost done, Kessler. Like, I was surprised with the whole map thing. I was like, dang, like we're in the mountain peaks right now. It was a different area. So the mountains below are like not the snowy ones.
Yeah. I can't believe we were already saying goodbye to the snow. I mean, I'm presuming anyways.
And Zoom Guy, we really appreciate you telling us that. Your feedback and like the community's feedback is so important to us, and we really enjoy talking to y'all during these streams as well.
Absolutely.
I think Pokemon in particular lately has been super like laid back because of the gameplay it is. Like Doza's been playing Pokemon kind of the way he does in general, because I was thinking back to like when we play, you know, games early in a relationship, you would play games and we would be talking.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not necessarily following the game. Like,
I mean, it's like what people were saying earlier about this particular Pokemon game. It's like it's the most chill.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the game to have conversations. I mean, the story's happening and whatever, and like I'm getting the gist of it, and hopefully I don't go too fast for people who are wanting to follow along. Like I'm trying to be mindful of like relatively respectable amount of time to like read dialogue.
Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, like, it doesn't need to be a game like this for us to have conversations. Like, we love talking about anything and everything. Though sometimes with like story-based games, we obviously pay attention to those.
Yeah, there's definitely an ebb and flow of like where the attention is,
Yeah.
and, like, where the effort's going.
And Darth, we've definitely gotten comments like that before, and we appreciate that. Yeah, not paying attention to the game, we're here for like the conversations and you guys. That's very sweet. Thank you.
Doom guy. That was pretty smooth how you wove in Subnautica.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me laugh. Oh my god.
I think there's always opportunities for conversations. Like gaming and live streaming, like they go hand in hand, and I love it.
I mean, like with a game like this, it's borderline just chatting. I mean, it's a lot of exploring, there's a lot of turn-based, and there's a lot of dialogue.
Like, the last game that I feel like we couldn't really have too many conversations was, like, Oxenfree.
Oxenfree was the exact opposite of this.
Yeah, you had to pay attention really quickly. There was time was a factor. You had to, like, quickly make decisions. But, I don't know. There's all kinds of, things.
Things.
I also...
Don't forget stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Things, like...
all words used to start a metaphor, not a simile.
I need to refresh like myself with all the Spider-Man movies or get highlights or something before we play the game or during the game. Like maybe watch them, like keep it on in the background during like the work days before.
Yes, I want to do that.
Yes, that will help us like with talking more about Spider-Man more efficiently and effectively.
I was finger gunning Noosh so hard with
right now.
my
He's
right
like, yes,
hand.
this.
Like,
Let's do
oh,
it.
how did my wrist not just delocate? It's like, yeah, that's such a good idea. Bakoom, that's not a kaboom.
Have you ever thought about like for us creating reactions and like Streamlabs, they can use their glob points and we put in like the Tobey Maguire meme thing where he's like the dance, like that be something they can redeem during Spider-Man specifically, like game specific redemptions. Next level, right? I'm telling you, ideas just pop into my head.
It depends on
what we do with it.
On the structure, because
what's up with the sky?
I think we've just killed the Earth. Well,
and
this will
just
be
like that, we end.
Click. We'll have to think about like copyright and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't saying use the exact thing. Just yeah.
We'll flesh
talk
it out.
About it.
Obviously, this is a bigger conversation. But I'm totally down to like include a bit of React content here and there because people ask us to watch things all the time. So
that's true.
Might as well give them what they want. Oh no, the entire sky's gone red. A word from the commander. Report to his office. How's that going to fix the sky? His office isn't in the sky.
Well, because we're in trouble. Because it's our fault.
Or
we're helping out or something.
He said it's ominous. It kind of is. So I'm wondering what level... We've seen up to like level like in the 60s. And then the highest level I think we've seen so far was that level 70 Gallade maybe. I'm wondering what level all these Pokemon are going to be by the end of the game. Like our Pokemon.
Yeah.
That kind of gives you an idea of like how far, because most Pokemon games you typically
are you really, Noza?
What do you mean?
That's what he just asked.
I answered it, but I didn't know it was going to be an actual real question.
Yeah.
Oh, I answered I don't really know.
And Darth Frog just realized that our character's name is Noza. It's like Noosh and Doza.
Yeah, put together, because the other way wasn't going to work for us. So
also, we didn't like Nuza, like N-U-Z-A.
Or douche.
Yeah.
Just not a fan.
That's why we didn't know that. I like it.
It's freaking eyeballs. Like, how does it look on yours? Okay, the same.
Yeah, I like it. And yes, we will definitely. Again, idea pops in, but doesn't mean it's gonna happen. It just felt like sharing it. Usually I wait till after stream and I'll be like, Doza, so this, and this.
I too want to eat. Oh, you mean that?
Oh my goodness. Oh, I do want to eat something.
Yeah, like let's
I
not
don't know
pretend
what,
like I haven't
though.
been thinking about it this whole stream.
Yeah,
like I
like,
feel like I started
We
streaming and I
didn't
was
eat
hungry.
much today.
No, not really.
We had a meal at 3 o'clock, which was more of a snack, really. And then we had.
Whoa, hold
dinner.
on. Consider yourself banished from this village until you can explain why these calamities keep befalling our good people.
So it's all our fault?
How about I just shoot you in the head and then we move on? I become the leader.
No, don't do that.
He clearly, he doesn't understand reason. Maybe he'll understand violence.
No. This is I can't.
Look, someone's calling him out. Thank goodness.
I can't believe this is how we're ending stream tonight with this dialogue. How dare they think it's our
God.
fault?
Why are we being blamed? We're literally a child. Because of our skill is why I've chosen to let you walk out of here free rather than clap you in chains.
Basically walking the plank if this were
This
a pirate movie.
This dude's throwing hands first. I say we stab him in the neck. We can listen to him gurgle on his blood.
Gross.
And then drown. Wow, imagine that. Expelled. All of our help, all of our ranks.
I mean,
Maybe he's the
so-
reason. It's a cover-up. Oh my god, this actually
He's
got
the evil?
intense. He must be the evil. Evil what?
Just evil.
The evil. Oh, you mean like Demise?
No.
Okay. I'm very excited about Tears of the Kingdom because if you remember in Skyward Sword, Demise got sucked up into the sword along with Girahim.
Yes.
So they're not gone, and
they might be reappearing.
they might be I would love that. Oh my god, this is so sad. Let's end it here. Wait, what? Who said that? Oh.
Just pause it here. Yeah, this is a great place to
Oh
stop.
my god, I actually can't.
What? Oh, never mind.
No, I gotta walk this out. I gotta do the
Okay.
walk of shame.
Bruh. I guess like once we're outside, then maybe.
Yeah, maybe the dramatic sad music will end. Somebody hitting
Pokemon
that
said,
B flat.
"No, you cannot end your stream right now."
Can it really be true?
It's true. Can't end stream right now.
Can't end it. Nope. Held hostage, clapped in chains.
This is worse than the morning walk of shame.
How could anyone
that
do
you
such
see
a
in
thing?
movies.
I guess we should have expected.
I guess not.
We can take it from you, ma'am.
Okay. What if we did do voices for the entirety of this day? Like, I wouldn't be able to keep up.
There's just so much dialogue.
There's too many characters.
There's too many characters. There's so much dialogue. It's just like if I had all the time in the world,
Which
and
we
I was
don't.
like, I don't know, maybe in like middle school, maybe even high school, I'd be reading, maybe, but I don't know. With Pokemon games, it's really about the Pokemon for me. Is that what Captain Hook said? From what? Oh yeah, you guys are nail biting it right now. It's so intense.
If it was a small amount of characters, then yeah, voice acting's more.
But you got all of these
Likely.
characters. You got all of the Pokemon. Like it's just so many.
All the Pokemon.
Pika pika.
Pikachu.
Yeah, this is his fault. We did everything he said. What an asshole.
You've said ass on this stream like so many
Like
times
3
today.
times.
No, because you said like that's ass, it's ass, his ass. Like you said ass a lot earlier, and now I'm saying it a lot.
That ass slaps.
Okay, Joseph.
Well, if you're gonna
I
call
feel
me
like
out,
you've been saying it a lot lately.
I've been kind of loosening up on the ass a bit.
It's okay, you've got a great ass.
Thanks. Hey,
Stop.
not so bad yourself.
Okay.
Oh, that gives me the kind of energy from like the SpongeBob episode where it's like, I just got my license. And it's like, oh, I'm just gonna get my license next too. And
And
it's
he
like, hey,
doesn't.
I doubt it. SpongeBob's just like, okay, bye. Oh, that's great.
I'm glad that very few things like break SpongeBob's spirit. Like I know obviously there's been episodes that have, but overall he has this like positive demeanor and outlook, and like that's something to look up to. Like I hope, you know, you meet people like that in real life too, like that have this positive outlook or realistic outlook on things, and I hope nothing breaks that spirit.
I agree.
Because there's so many things that can bring it down.
It's very fragile. Like, you think
Yeah.
you're steadfast, you think you're strong, but then the next... You never know what's coming around the corner. But
This
hey,
is a great place to stop.
I agree.
No corners for us right now.
Nope. No corners. I'm just gonna peek over this hill.
No, don't. It's going to start something new. Okay, that's it. Good. Stop.
It's a Bidoof.
All right, guys. We hope you
The
guys...
end of worlds.
We hope you guys have a wonderful weekend ahead. We will be back on Wednesday with more Pokemon. If not sooner, with something else, perhaps.
Maybe, perhaps. We'll see. The stars align. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Maybe Noosh just said that. I can't remember.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.